But let me go switch to our life. So we can finally see our guy Cove. Where is he? But yeah, oh my gosh, we're gonna grow up. We're gonna grow up more. And I heard this is gonna be like the last step. So like, you know how there was like 4 steps in, what's it called, our life. So like, let's see, like, it's Adult Cove next, right? Let's see how Adult Cove is to us. Imagine Cove just turns mean. Like, where did this meanness come from? Yeah, first Cove of the new year. My back. Ugh. Okay, let's go. Drink some water. Okay, let's switch screens. Okay, the image is capturing. Let me go find where the audio is. Okay, the audio's playing good. That's good too. Okay, let's continue. Okay, and now let's go on to the next step. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why. I just need to plug in my earphones more. I was like, huh, I'm not hearing anything at all. Moths bounced against your window, attracted by the light of your room, a siren call in the slowly darkening sky. Just as the day was coming to an end, so too would summer. Liz would be moving back into the dorms before long. Luckily, Lee had been able to come stay for a short trip before her own new journey began. She had officially been accepted to her first choice college a few weeks ago. This is her last chance to see you all in person for... You flick through the plans for the next... Wait a minute. Hello? Sorry, it sounded weird for a bit, like echoey. I was like, huh, why does things sound echoey? Huh? Wait. Am I like in monitoring? Because like I could kind of hear myself. I'm like, how? You flick through the plans for the next few months, realizing that you didn't even know when you'd have the next opportunity for everyone to be in the same place again. It was hard to think that you'd likely be seeing even less of your cousin going forward, but you were delighted that she was pursuing her dreams. Okay, that's good. As long as you guys are fine, I could take it. While you were still with each other, your family was going to have dinner together as ever. As ever, the Holdens are tagging along too, yeah. Guys, they are family, because I'm gonna marry Cove, and then we're all just one big happy family. Chinese restaurant or tropical? I'm feeling Chinese. I want some fried shrimp. It was somewhere your family had always enjoyed going ever since you and Liz were tiny. That long-standing connection made it a fitting location for a final meal out before Liz and Lee set off again. Technically, you were getting ready to go out, though your mind was only half on the task. It was a pleasant warm evening, the kind that epitomized the vacation feeling, and you were in no mood to spoil it by rushing around. While idly gazing at your room, you spotted a small cluster of unopened envelopes that must have been left for you by a parent earlier. You headed over to the table to flick through for anything of interest. As a child, any correspondence felt exciting due to its rarity. You recognize now that most of it was mundane, but you're checking any mail you got more regularly of late. I mean, I'm always excited to get mail. I don't usually get mail, but like... Well, except like the credit card ones. Like the ones like, oh, get a credit card with us today. Those are annoying. There was something you were expecting. You stopped at a crisp white envelope. The logo proudly proclaimed the sender, a school you'd applied to. You took a deep breath and read it. You opened it instantly. You hesitated, worried by the possibility of bad news. I'm always worrying. You wish you could roll back the hands of time and make it so you weren't aware of this message, at least until after tonight. You didn't want bad news to spoil your evening, but you couldn't bear to have this looming over you the whole time either. There was no option but to look. You pulled apart the glued flap on the front of the envelope and extracted the letter. Your eyes darted over the message, rushing past the pleasantries to get to the heart of the matter. You know, like, whenever you read, like, one of those letters, it's like, we're, like, excited to say, and then it gives you, like, bad news. We're happy to be mailing you, but we're sorry to say you didn't get in. The blood pounding in your ears deafened you to the world outside that was contained within these letters. Your heart skidded to a halt as you read your verdict. You've been accepted. Okay, that's good. Now I think about it, when I was accepted to my college, it was just an email. It was just an email. I would be relieved. I'm going somewhere. Attention flooded out of your body with such intensity that you needed to slump against the wall for support. You had to tell your family right away. You make an announcement at dinner. You wanted to keep this news to yourself. Oh yeah, let's tell Cove. Wasting no time, you pulled up his number on your phone and rang your boyfriend. Like, I know back then, accepting letters were really big, but like, since nowadays it's email, it's kind of lost its touch. But at the same time, it's nothing. If they're gonna send you a rejection letter, don't make it happy. Just say in the beginning, you've been rejected. Because I can't take the emotion of like, what's it called? Oh, we're so excited, however, you're not getting in. Like, that's just a waste of paper. Like, make the letter shorter, you're wasting the ink. Wasting no time, you pulled up his number on your phone and rang your boyfriend. You pressed your phone to your ear, waiting impatiently for the dull ring to be replaced with Cove's voice. It took a few rings, but you were in luck. Cove picked up the call. Ah, look at the little turtle charm. Hi, Amy. You blurted your news without the customary preamble of a greeting. Cove, I got in. I'm going to college.
Seriously?
What? You heard him gasp before continuing, openly gushing over your good fortune. And that's amazing. It's incredible. You did it. Congratulations, Amy. There was another pause, as you and Cove both marveled over the announcement. No, seriously, this is really, really big. And you deserve it so much. I know it'll be good for you. Looks like my actual college degree. His words brought a weight to your throat. Thanks, Cove. As soon as I heard, I wanted to talk to you about this. I had to call you right away. Oh yeah, oh wait, oh no. I mean, I don't think we're doing it that far, right? If I remember correctly, I think we chose a college like in-state, so like it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that far. You heard Cove chuckle softly over the phone. Thanks, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, Cove, what are you doing anyways? Cause like, I know you're like more of the bronze type, like the jock type rather than the smart type, so... What are your plans, bro? You want to talk it through further, whether this could actually be your future, whether he really meant it when he felt you deserved it, and if he felt you were equal to the challenge. But your hopes were temporarily dashed as Mom called up from downstairs.
Hey!
It's almost time to go. Amy, you ready? Oh. You covered your phone with your free hand and turned away from the device, not wanting to deafen Cove. The yell was intended to reach another floor of your house, not an ear that was virtually inches away. Coming! You brought your mouth back to the phone. I've got to go. I'll see you soon.
I mean...
Yeah, there's something I want to tell you too, but we can do that later. We're about to have dinner together. That piqued your interest, but you exchanged goodbyes and hung up. Hurriedly, you finished getting ready for dinner, acutely aware that time was against you. Despite that, you didn't regret the time you spent on the phone. It had all been worth it to speak to Cove. Now you tell your family, you'd make an announcement for everyone else at dinner. He's the only one you wanted to know for now. I mean, I'd rather just tell everyone. You tore down the stairs, your feet barely touching the ground as you left from one step to the next. Your arrival, which compensated for excessive speed by creating a riot of noise, caught Mom's attention. Someone's hungry. Her eyes are twinkling amused as she let you catch your breath. So, what's the rush for? It's not for food. I got into college. Mom whooped, holding out a hand for a high five.
You're fantastic.
Aww. Nice, Amy. The commotion had summoned the other women from various corners of the house. Liz looked up from her book, grinning as Lee hurried over. Ma swept in from the side, wrapping an arm around your shoulders and squeezing you close.
Good job.
That's wonderful, sweetie. Hey, let me in on the hug. She wrapped her arms around you both without waiting for an invitation. Liz, her book neatly abandoned on the floor, tapped her hands in applause as she walked up to you. Good job, Amy. Lee didn't hide her excitement, openly jumping for joy as she treated you to thunderous applause.
Seriously?
It's amazing. You're gonna be amazing. That's nice, but you shouldn't just stand there. Yeah, there's room for everyone. Your moms opened up the hug, both keeping an arm around you as they each held out another to invite Liz and Lee in. Aw, group hug. Giggling, Lee dove into the hug. Liz rolled her eyes, but allowed herself to be beckoned into the group hug. Your mom squeezed everyone together tightly. Mom's long hair brushed against your face as you turned to check the clock.
Let's go.
We can take this party on the road. We gotta head out for dinner soon. Nodding, you're aware that your attempts to finish getting ready had been cast aside in favor of congratulating you. I have to do a couple more things first. It won't take long. You hurried back upstairs. Though getting ready to go out was the issue at hand, you couldn't stop your thoughts from drifting back to the future. Your mind was buzzing over the news you'd received and everything that would soon unfurl. Everyone piled into the car. While it was marketed as being suitable to hold 5 people, in practice it made for a very tight fit. Your mom sitting in the front were fine. You, Liz, and Lee were squished into the back, Lee in the middle wedged between you and your sister. But Mom was an excellent timekeeper. Thanks to your efforts, you pulled up near the restaurant on time. The process of getting out of the car was slightly easier than squeezing into it, with much less coordination required to release seatbelts than to secure them. You gave Lee a hand as she clambered out from the middle seat, then headed into the building as a group. A waiter greeted you as you entered. Ma let him know how many of you there would be in total, and he went to arrange a table that met your needs. He returned promptly to guide you to your seats. You perched comfortably in your chair, your head held aloft as if buoyed by today's good fortune. Your family settled down around you, all cheerful and looking forward to the evening ahead. Your drink's order had been taken when the Holdens came through the door. They were pointed in your direction, though with Mom waving an arm in the air, it was hardly necessary. Cove and Mr. Holden came to join you at the table. As greetings were being exchanged, Cove took a seat opposite to you. It had been left empty by unspoken acknowledgement that you and Cove would be wanting to sit together. I mean, like, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, like, everyone knows we're together, like, don't get in the way. Mr. Holden sat beside him.
Hi.
It's great to see you. Glad you can make it. Hello, everyone. You wouldn't believe how hungry I am.
I see.
You came to the right place then. There was some laughter, though Liz groaned playfully, shaking her head at Mom's sense of humor. Growing up, she'd have complained, and Mom would have responded by making another comment. Liz had mellowed out over the years, but she still made a show of despairing at Mom's jokes. Her reaction to them had become a joke in its own right. Menus were soon passed around, and a temporary hush fell over the table as everyone read on. I want the shrimp! It didn't last long, punctured by comments about what people had eaten here before, and light chatter about what people were considering tonight. I mean, if they have lobster, though. If this place has lobster, then I would love that too. But like, that's so expensive. I can't believe back in the day, lobster was considered a poor people's food. Okay. Once the waiter had disappeared with their orders, Cliff piped up.
Okay.
So, I've got some good news. Kira's making a trip out here tomorrow. Cove nodded, turning from his father to the rest of the table. Yeah, we talked about it and figured this was a good time for everyone.
Very nice.
That's great. Everyone reacted positively to the news, though Ma looked wistful.
That's a shame.
If only we'd known. Here we are having a big meal without her. If we waited one day, she could have joined us. Well, we have 2 meals in a row. Like, a big meal with Kira, too. Like, I mean, I know it's not healthy to eat a bunch of eating out a lot. But like, it's a special occasion. Why not indulge a bit? Mom patted Ma on the back, gently nudging her from the realm of possibilities and what ifs, and back to the evening that was going so well. Chin up. Not Mom. Chin up. Lee and Liz will still be here tomorrow. We'll just have to throw another get together and keep the fun train chugging along. Ma smiled warmly, taking Mom's hand in hers. That's true. There's plenty to celebrate right now, but there will be more good news and good times on the horizon.
Right.
Right, and speaking of, that's not all we got either. Mr. Holden's eyes were alight as he sat up straight in his chair, face angled towards the sun. He barely let a beat go by before nudging Cove with his elbow, pushing him to follow up on the announcement. He was the very picture of a proud papa. Oh, what happened, bro? Wait, I tell you that I'm going to college, but you didn't tell me anything on the phone, Cove? You told your dad first? Cove shied from the limelight, tucking his head down and staring at his lap as he spoke.
Well,
It's just, I switched over to working full-time instead of only part-time. Plus, I've been looking at apartments. There's a few I can choose from. Are you moving away? No! He flicked his gaze up at everyone around the table, a smile creeping over his face. I'll be pretty busy going forward. Apartments. He was moving. Cove was going to move out of his dad's house. After 10 years, he wasn't going to be your neighbor anymore. No! Cove the neighbor boy is leaving me! Well, unless I get like an apartment next to Cove. Or we could live together! Mr. Holden gripped one of Cove's shoulders and gave it a loving shake. His excitement couldn't be contained. Incredible. Cove's actually going to make it to adulthood. It's a miracle. Mr. Holden leaned back in his chair, staring up at the ceiling in mock wonder.
I'm so glad.
I wasn't convinced I'd be able to rear a kid all the way to this point, but thankfully I lucked out and got the best boy a dad could have asked for. Aww. Dad. Cove blinked his vision with his hands on the side of his face, temporarily blocking his father from sight. Despite his genuine bashfulness, which left him unable to meet anyone's eyes after all the attention thrust his way, he was happy.
Thanks.
Thanks. I was really lucky too. You're a good dad.
Aw.
Aw, come here. Mr. Holden threw an arm around Cove's neck, pulling him into as close of a hug as the seating allowed. He rubbed his cheek on top of his son's head while Cove chuckled, accepting the affection with good humor. Ma leaned over and whispered in your ear, her fingertips brushing against your cheeks. Would you like to tell Cove and Mr. Holden what you told us earlier? Technically, Mr. Holden was the only one who didn't actually know at this point, but your ma didn't find out about your call with Cove. Sure, I'd rather not. We're just gonna leave, Cliff in the dark. Yeah, sure, let's do it. You tapped on your glass with a fork, something that you've seen done in movies when people wanted attention. It didn't make quite the same noise, possibly because your glass was a tumbler and not a champagne flute, but everyone looked in your direction anyway. I've got something to announce too. Of course. I got my acceptance letter today. I'll be going to college soon. Anyways, Mr. Holden gave you a thumbs up.
Good kid.
Impressive. You're a good kid. The world's your oyster. Cove grinned at you from across the table. He was still very pleased for you, despite this not being the first time he's heard about it. You looked around at the faces of the company here. You've been on this journey with everyone here for years. seeing them flatter and grow, and they had watched you go through the same. Cove was leaving his family his family home. Liz was heading back to college, while Lee was starting at hers. Oh no, bro! I don't even think Cove bro. If I ever tried that with Cove, he's gonna be blushing too much. He's gonna be blushing too, so bro, that's like the worst announcement to get. Oh my gosh. Like, at least I need to get a degree, then a job, and then we could start thinking about that. You're staying close, but it was clear you were all heading in different directions to different destinations. Some near and some far, but wouldn't be long until you're all going your own way. It was bittersweet. We're all leaving each other. You turn your head to the side, wistfully, not wanting to spoil the evening with your troubles. You're glad that everyone was succeeding, but the idea of splitting up gave you a twinge of regret. Those people had been key pillars in your life. Days ahead without them, no matter how bright and shiny, felt a little empty, like a theme park after closing time. But we have to focus on the positive. New adventures were still ahead, and you could encourage that optimism. Cove brought some attention to himself with a clearing of his throat and a small interjection. I'm gonna stretch my legs while we're waiting for the food and everything.
Sure.
Sure thing, bud. With a tiny smile, he nodded at his dad, but the lightness to his expression faded when he moved to face you. Are you okay, Cove? Oh no. Bro, you good? Wanna come? He was attempting to be subtle, but there was very obviously something on his mind, something he wanted to talk to you about alone. You watched him with concern as you rose from your seat. Yeah, I'll go. Take care. With those parting words, the two of you walked about the place. He's actually trying to get as far away from everyone else as possible without actually exiting the building. Let's see, we're in a Chinese restaurant. We could go to the restrooms, I guess. That's far away, right? And we went to like an Italian place, or like one of those places where cause I know some buffets. I mean, I know it's not a buffet; it's a restaurant, but have little arcade sections that you send the kids to just start playing your money away. But yeah, what did you need to say? He hadn't admitted that was what this was about, but he didn't need to. Cove started pulling on the hem of his shirt. He turned his head back to face you, but it was an awkward movement. Well, I wanted to talk to you one-on-one about all this. You know, my work, moving. And that's what I meant when we talked before dinner. I mean, it was coming before, but now it's pretty much here. Yeah, it's exciting. I don't know, it's also kind of nerve-wracking. Things are changing so quickly, too. Cove stopped picking at his shirt, and he seemed to respond well to that response. He was relieved you weren't upset about it. I'm glad you think so. But then he looked down, and his brows furrowed. You saw his hand shift away from his clothes to instead rub at his arm. Are you looking forward to it? I am.
I mean...
Oh, I'm trying to be. He ducked his head further, and you saw his face start to redden. But it's scary. What if I mess everything up for me? For us? Let's see. Come on, you don't need to worry. You're going to do great things. You can never ruin what we have. So you're saying you're going to dress up as the future for Halloween. Oh, let's see. It's okay, bro. You can never ruin what we have. You can never ruin it, man. He said nothing, but let his eyes meet yours again. Cove then turned his head away and wrapped his arms around himself. You felt a sudden chill that definitely wasn't caused by the air conditioner. I promise I'm not gonna keep asking this forever, but so much of our lives has been this place with these people. It seems like all of that is about to change. So, are you really sure you want me? Bro, you are the cover of the game. I knew what I was getting into when I started playing this. You remember that night of the Orca fundraiser when you admitted you loved Cove and that you wanted to be with him always. He seemed so confident about it then, but now that you're on the brink... His words came out hesitantly. He didn't want to ask this. He didn't want a no.
That's...
I'm not just talking about today, but forever, always. Hey, that's the name of the game. Wait, isn't it? Beginning and always. Oh, well, close enough. Always was in it. Even if things changed later, right now, do you feel what we can make? We make it? Or do you think we can't last? That one day we'll have to move on? I have to keep calm. Because he is panicking right now, so... I got you, bro. I got you. You understood his concern. It was definitely hard to imagine what would happen. However, you didn't let yourself get upset. I want to be forever. Yes, Cove, no matter what happens, I want to be with you. I'm yours as long as you want me. Let's be forever, bro! You thought about the future and how unsure it was. You couldn't know what was to come. However, there was one thing that you did know, and that was how much you cared about him. Cove laughed with a delicate smile on his face. Okay, you win. I want to prepare myself for the horrifying unknown, but you're kind of giving me no choice but to be optimistic here. His eyes sparkled with mischief. Strong armor. Wait, oh no, I can't believe you're being forced to have hope about life. His lips twitched up at your sarcasm.
right?
I know. How am I going to get past this? He gave a small smile and then stopped joking around. Thanks for listening to me, Amy. It helped. You felt pleased that his anxiety had eased after talking it out. I think it's time to rejoin the party. Do you feel like heading back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot what we were doing here. That'd probably be good. With matching smiles, you both reclaimed your seats at the table. Both of you felt lighter, and it showed.
Mm-hmm.
You seem happy? What was that? Yeah, it looked like you were having quite the conversation over there. Well, Cove was having, like, worries, and I need to ease his worries as his girlfriend and future wife, of course. It's neighbor stuff, sorry. I used to be your neighbor. No, bro, like, that's true, but like, I'm the more special neighbor. He waved off their questions, and you didn't offer any explanations. They still seemed curious, but caught that Cove wanted it to stay between the two of you and let it drop. Things relaxed, and you took a sip of your drink. Lee idly tapped the table and got your attention. I'm so excited to try this place. I haven't been here in a long time. I hope it's as good as I remember. All the restaurants in the area are pretty top-notch in my humble opinion. We'll see. As a challenge issued, Liz carried herself like some sort of professional food critic, and Mom snorted. Tough crowd, geez, Liz. Mom giggled and chimed in as well, much to Liz's embarrassment. That's right, Lizzie, geez. Oh, geez, Louise. Geez, rude. Hey, be nice to Liz. You shook your head at the silliness. Geez, everyone's geezing. I might as well geez. Liz put a hand over her eyes in mock offense.
Rude.
I hardly say geez anymore. Geez! Cove smirked and turned to your sister. You leaned forward in your seat. Huh. Geez. Everyone's geezing. Cliff, you have to get in on it. You're like the only guy who, like, you're the only person here who hasn't geezed yet. Everyone burst out laughing, besides Liz, of course. She smirked. No one could ever accuse your family of being no fun. Night fell soon after everyone finished their meals, and before you knew it, you were standing in the parking lot, saying your goodbyes and packing up the cars to go home. Did we eat shrimp? That's all I want to know. After the last of the chores were done, your family spent some more time together. The rest of the night felt like it was going by in a blink of an eye, and somehow the time came to retire to your room to sleep. You pulled your covers over your chin and settled down for the night, getting warm and cozy. As your head sank into your pillow and you closed your eyes, your mind drifted back to everything that happened that day. You could see it all now, behind your eyelids, as though you were experiencing it all over again. And then the image of Cove popped into your head, and you smiled softly to yourself. Cove, are you gonna come through the window like you always do? You decided to send him a text to chat. You texted him to come over. You want to sneak out to his room. You're feeling tired, so you snuggled deeper into your bed. We could sneak to his room? Okay, it's our turn. Sure, I'm so used to calling Cove over here to, like, woo me or whatever, but we are gonna woo him. If Cove could do it, then you didn't see why you shouldn't be allowed to. You made up your mind. As quietly as you could manage, you put on your shoes and slipped out of your room, closing the door behind you softly. Heading slowly down, you took care not to make the floor creak, especially the boards right by the bathroom. Those definitely squeaked. The stillness of the night made even the slightest sound seem so much louder to your ears, and you are very aware of your mom sleeping nearby. Upon reaching the bottom, you tiptoed towards the front door. Slipping out into the crisp night air, you shut the door and took a relieving breath. Excitement rising, you dashed across the street towards Cove's house. The road, too, was surreal at this time, familiar and yet strange. It might have been eerie at another time, but with how eager you were, you hardly cared. You attempted to find your way from the normal footpath to the side of the condo, but the limited light was making it difficult. You knew for sure which window was Cove's, and lucky for you, it was on the first floor. Unlike Cove, you wouldn't have to do any building scaling. All you needed to do was make it. Okay, let's do some drinking instruction. Drink some water. I still have some of my beef sticks, so I'm gonna eat the rest of it. It was a small beef stick. Okay, let's go stretch. I think my posture is getting better. Like, I'm sitting up straight. Okay, let's stretch. Oh, my back. Okay, oh, frick. Man, don't give me like a human stick, because like I'm not a cow. And considering how much I eat, maybe. I have chicken in the microwave, so I'm gonna go eat that after I stream, so I'll have more food. Okay, I think I'm good. Let's continue. Ow. All you need to do now was make it safely over the fence and past the bushes without being caught or injured. I get injured and showed up into Cove's room like, Cove, help! I accidentally scraped my leg. Sneaking closer, you glance over the hedges towards Cove's bedroom window, finding it cracked open. Perfect. You wouldn't have to knock and worry about him not answering. Hoisting yourself up with ease, you cleared the fence and avoided the shrubs, then darted over to the window. You buzzed with a nervous excitement as you approached it in the dark, having successfully made it all the way here unseen. Lifting the window up so it was fully open, you pushed yourself halfway through, your legs dangling into the underbrush below. Cove, you didn't lock your window? What if this wasn't me? What if someone, like, breaks in? It was a little awkward, as a small shelf was right in the way. You had to take care not to knock over a couple of plants, but you made it through with minimal noise. Once safely inside, you dusted yourself off and turned back to close the window gently. With only the soft glow of moonlight and Cove's fish tank there to see the way. You gave a small wave to the special fish you got to name, Amy. Oh my gosh, Amy the fish is still here! Then straining your eyes through the dark, you crept towards Cove's bed, barely making out the sleeping figure beneath the covers. By the sounds of his soft breathing, you could tell that he hadn't heard you come in, and a small smile tugged at your lips. Let's see, you startled him with the loud noise. No, I can't just do that to him. You poked him until he woke up. You nudged him gently. You whispered his name. You sat down on top of him. You let him sleep and sat beside him. You know what? Let's just watch him sleep like a... Oh my god, so creepy. We're just gonna watch him sleep. He looked so peaceful as he slept. I'm just gonna watch him sleep and leave. I know. He looked so peaceful as he slept. You decided you didn't have the heart to wake him up. Instead, you took a seat on the edge of his bed, watching him affectionately, matching your breaths to his own deep breathing and smiling down at him. You weren't sure what you were going to do now that you were there, but you were happy to be near Cove all the same, even if he was fast asleep. I mean, I could try snuggling in there. Your gaze drifted around the darkened room. Even though in daylight hours you would recognize it, the darkness made it seem just a little bit different and intriguing. Your eyes stopped for a moment on the fish tank against one wall, and you watched his precious pets float around for a moment. Finally, you settled on the window. Maybe you should just head home? You contemplated it, trying to make up your mind. Yeah, I just leave. I look at Cove, sleep, and leave. Until Cove stirred and rolled over, bumping right into you. Are we back? I was wondering why he said uh-oh, and I'm like, uh-oh. I think we're good now. Okay, welcome back. I don't know what part we were on, but like... let's see. No, why is it skipping? I wanna go back.
What?
No, go back. Okay, so I think we were right here. You contemplated trying to make up your mind until Cove stirred and rolled over, bumping right into you. Huh? You turned just as his eyes floated open, still heavy with sleep, and he looked right at you.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. He doesn't realize. He pulled his covers up under his chin and rolled over again the other way, settling back in. Yeah, bro, I'm just here to watch you. I'm just here to watch you sleep, man. It's gay. I'm a ghost. I mean, not a ghost. This is a dream. You snickered quietly to yourself as he sat there. He could figure it out on his own. And after a few more seconds, he did. Wait, Amy? Yes, do you need something? Yeah, do you need something, bro? I'm just here. Totally not a figment of your imagination. He shuffled under the covers and sat up to stare at you in alarm.
What?
Why are you in my room? What happened? A smile slipped onto your face as he finally registered your presence for real. You said nothing. I didn't want to be alone. I was bored. You hugged him. You pulled him in a kiss. I'm gonna hug you. Let's hug. Leaning forward, you wrapped your arms around Cove, feeling him freeze for a brief moment. Oh no, should I not have hugged you? Oh no. I'm real though, I'm real. I'm not a figment of your imagination. He relaxed and hugged you back softly. You let out a small sigh.
It's okay.
It doesn't really matter why you came. It's okay. Cove, I robbed a bank. We need to get out of here and change their names. And, like, head to another city. The cops are after me. You held him for a little while longer, letting his hug relax you, until you pulled back and looked at him gently. I should have known you'd do this one of these days. It's only fair. You let out a breath, feeling relieved that he didn't seem bothered by it. In fact, it felt kind of good. You thought maybe this enthusiasm was why Cove did it so often. He pushed himself up fully, swinging his legs over the side of the bed and leaving a spot for you beside him. His hands shook where he held them in his lap. He was nervous. I mean, a girl comes into your room at the dead of night. The rating better not change. You sat beside him happily, waiting for him to speak first. You can stay as long as you want. Really? Yeah, really. Can I stay? Yeah, the whole night? Yeah, can I stay the whole night? Of course. You smiled, feeling relieved that he had agreed, and he grinned back. You could always count on him. I've secretly slept over in your room before. It's fair you get to do it too. You snickered, feeling pleased with your decision to do this. Well, looks like you might be getting the floor yet again, or okay, but there's no way I'm letting you take the floor. Yeah, you're not gonna take the floor. I'm not gonna take the floor. We're gonna both take the bed, bro. Here we go again. You rolled your eyes and let out a soft laugh, which Cove returned as he rubbed at the back of his neck. Let's see. Share, yes. I want to share. Can you try to stay? His eyebrows dipped. He was growing visibly nervous. It was to be expected. It's okay, bro. I got you. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. In the next 5 seconds. But after what happened last time, you've been waiting for another chance. You hoped he felt the same, and it seemed he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time we can share. You'll really stay? You won't leave me to be on the floor? He nodded. Holding back your delight, you try not to grin at his sudden resolve. We're gonna share the bed. You could hear the tremble in Cove's voice as he held his hands together to keep them from shaking. He let out a breath and shook his hands in front of him, mentally preparing himself. It's gonna be alright. I mean, I'm okay with it, but you need to prepare yourself, bro. His mouth set into a grim line, and he balled his hands into fists at his side, determined. It's not that serious. You were glad he was making effort, you stayed calm. I need to stay calm. If I'm calm, he'll be calm. You simply waited for him to ready himself and gather his nerves. It only took a couple of moments longer before he turned to you, attempting a weak smile. Ready? I'm definitely ready. Let's get cozy. He took another deep breath and you slipped under the covers, making room for him to get in after you. Laying as straight as a steel rod, Cove tensed up beside you, so still he was barely breathing at all. Oh no, Cove! You rested on your side and faced him. Of course I didn't. Bro's gonna be my future husband. He needs practice right now. You rested on your side and faced him, your eyes pinched in the middle as you watched him. He looked back at you deeply. Do you need more time? I can leave until you're more set up here. No, please don't go. I just want you to stay with me. Ever so slowly, he began to relax. His fingers tentatively brushed up and down your arm. His eyes shut, lashes fanning out over the top of his cheeks, and you still half expected him to run away like last time. But he didn't. He stayed right where he was.
Don't worry about it.
You don't have to worry about me. Doing stuff like this isn't a problem. It's a process. You nodded in understanding, even though you couldn't see it, giving him time to let his nerves settle. After fluffing up your pillow and getting yourself comfy, you stayed quiet. Eventually, his shoulders became less rigid. When his eyes opened, he smiled and turned his head towards you. Thank you for waiting. Again, as always. He laughed shyly, his soft eyes meeting yours through the dim light.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay? Because, Like, I'm fine with this, bro. Yes, I am now that you are. I'll always wait for you, Cove. It took you long enough, but it's fine now. That's so rude. You're not quietly. Bro, I'll always wait for you, Cove. It's okay. I got you, man. He squeezed your arm a little tighter, his lips curling into a smile as he looked at you in awe. He shuffled closer, an inch at a time, before nuzzling his neck and wrapping his arms around your side. You let him hold you. You stayed like that. You grasped his shirt. You wrapped your arms around him. I'm gonna hug you too. Your fingers gently brushed up and down his back as you held him close. The room grew quiet around you. The only sounds to be heard were the faraway crash of the ocean waves and your breath mingling in the small space between you. Cove's heart was pounding, the thump of it rumbling through you as he spoke again softly.
That's...
You know, I'm not scared of you, right? It's just so many other things that scare me. I'm afraid of what-if hypotheticals that aren't actually real, but I think about anyway, and nebulous concepts of what things mean that I can barely even explain to myself. Bro, I understand the overthinking, the hypothetical scenarios of things that happen. But it's okay, bro, I understand. I'm scared of my own feelings and how much I feel them. And I'm afraid, because tomorrow, things will be different between us, but I'll be alone again. He held onto you tighter, his breath stuttering ever so slightly. It's normal right now to see you during the day, and part ways at night. Except for special exceptions. A light laugh escaped him before his tone became serious once more. It's easier to stay where I am than it is to make myself move, to not take a risk, and to not know where I might be missing, but... He hesitated, and you reached up to brush a few strands of hair from his face gently, his eyes slowly fixing on yours. When did doing the easy thing get so hard? When it comes to you, I don't know how to stay still. I want to keep taking steps forward. Honestly, when I see your face, or even imagine it, I want to start sprinting. But when I try, I hit a wall. It's just, like, I physically can't do it on one side of my mind. There's something blocking me. And then on the other side, I absolutely can't stop myself from doing it. It never ends well. It's like two coves on your shoulder. The evil and the good one. One's stopping you, one's encouraging you. And they're just fighting all the time.
I'm always like this.
I hate it. God, it's the most frustrating thing. Why do I do it every time? I'm annoyed with the way I am, so I have no idea how you stand it. It's okay, bro. I like you for you. And, I will be patient. I don't know how to describe it. It's okay, bro. I got you, man. I got you. I'm sorry. I act so split when it comes to, romantic things. I do not want to think you're rushing me when I know I'm giving mixed signals. And I don't want to miss out on being happy by being like this, but sometimes I still can't help it. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm glad you've never given up on me. It means a lot. It means everything to me. Let's see. You don't give on me either. You've been there whenever I really need it. It's who you are and I accept you. You smile understanding. I accept you, bro. His eyes, oh no, I made him cry. His eyes glossed over a little as he squeezed you closer to him and smiled, his heart rate finally relaxing to a normal rhythm.
Good night.
Good night, Amy. Good night. He leaned forward and kissed you tenderly, his hand gently moving to cradle the back of your head. Aw, that's so cute.
I love you.
I love you. I love you too. Oh my gosh, we got our love yous. What do you mean no personality before? I dated too many people, so like, refresh my mind on, he was so forgettable, I forgot his personality. Oh my god, that's so sad. And this is like the longest I've been, like, we were like, 8 when we met each other? Now we're 18, so like, a 10-year relationship? Damn. Or at least knowing friendship or whatever. You were still smiling as you snuggled into him, getting as close as you could. Cocooned in his warmth, you easily grew comfortable next to him, feeling him ease into you as well. Before long, your eyes were growing heavy, and you drifted off in a restful sleep side by side. The next morning, you were lost in a comfortable dream. Okay, we have to leave. Yeah, I have to escape before, like, Cliff finds me. Until a loud noise startled you awake, and your eyes flew open, wildly searching for the source of the sound. Oh no! Oh no! Cliff, go away. Go outside. Go back outside. I can't believe you just barged into your son's room like that. Oh my gosh. It was the door opening abruptly, and in the frame stood Mr. Holden smiling brightly. He hadn't seemed to have noticed you straight away. I'm just in your son's bed. Get your butt out here, sport. Mom's here. Oh. All of a sudden, the two of you made eye contact, and he froze where he stood, the smile slowly slipping from his face. You should be thankful. Be thankful, Cliff. Well, that's not what I usually walk into. I clearly should have knocked this morning. Let's see, your mouth wordlessly fell open. Yeah, you should have knocked. Of course, Cove would get away with sneaking into my room, and I'm the only one who gets caught. Should I pretend I didn't hear that? Cove blinked his eyes tiredly and mumbled something incoherent before turning towards the door. Both you and Mr. Holden stared at him for a few moments, neither of you knowing what to say or do. We can't let Cove know the situation that he got caught. So like, I'm gonna slowly extract myself from the situation. Cliff, you saw nothing. Goodbye, Cove. Mwah. Cove, who continued looking at his dad dozily, was obviously having a hard time trying to process the situation. Then his eyes widened. Dad? Cove scrambled on the bed in an attempt to get to his feet, pushing the covers back off of the both of you. It's okay, we're not naked. Forgetting there was an overhanging ceiling above him, he shot upwards and hit his head on the wood. Ow! Oh no! He flopped back down on his pillow, pressing a hand to his head and groaning loudly. This is just like when we were on the road trip and the loft. He hit his head again. You laughed at the scene, you gasped in horror. Cove! You could only stare in shock of it. Cove! You reached out towards him instinctively. It was the second time that sharing a space with him had resulted in him hitting his head. I don't know, I keep getting my boy injured. He felt really bad for him. Poor Cove. Cove, bud, are you alright over there? Mr. Holden stepped further into the room, his eyebrows furrowed and concerned, and he bent down toward the sun.
Yes.
Yes, please just go. Okay, I'll leave. Cliff held his hands in front of him in a calming gesture, even though Cove couldn't see it. He turned to make his exit, but stopped abruptly in the doorway, obviously deciding he had something more to say. I know we've talked about this before, but I feel like now is one of those times to mention that I was barely older than you when I found out I was gonna be a daddy, so... Oh my gosh. It's okay, we didn't do that, Mr. Holden, we did not do that. Just if there's anything you need to say or ask about. We're not having kids. I know, I was just saying at that age, things can move fast and oh my gosh. He let out a heavy sigh, running a hand over his face before stopping himself and saying calmly, "You know what? It's fine. We'll chat about this later." Kira's waiting. Oh no! Oh no, his mom's gonna find me too. With that, he stepped back out of the room, giving the two of you one last look before pulling the door shut behind him. Cove rubbed at his face before dropping his head into his hands and mumbling between his fingers.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You groaned, covered your face with your hands. That was awkward. Well, it's okay, bro. It's okay. You patted him on the leg. It's alright. Things like this happen. With a heavy sigh, Cove forced himself to sit up again. He frowned hard, staring over at the closed door. Sorry, you don't lock your door when you go to sleep, man? I mean, I know what it looks like. But Cliff, I promise, it's not what it looks like. I just slept with their son, platonically, not the other one. I guess we can't just hide in here now. He gave you a sidelong glance, and despite his displeasure at the situation, a small smile quirked his lips.
It's nice.
It's too bad. It had been really nice. I wish you could stay in here all day. You found yourself smiling along with him. The two of you took a few minutes to get up properly. Oh, intimately. We were sleeping intimately without doing anything too naughty. Because, like, yeah, Cove is definitely more than a friend. He's my best friend. Best boyfriend, obviously. The two of you took a few minutes to get up properly and get yourself as ready as possible. Cove put his glasses back on before heading out to see Kira. He's gonna see me. I mean, Kira's gonna see me and think, oh no. Kira was waiting patiently in the living room. She was in high spirits with her eyes set on the hallway. Her amused smile only widened when you and Cove froze. It didn't take long for the realization to sink in that the scene must have been loud enough for her to hear even from there. Cove tried to look unimpressed, eyes narrowing over Kira's smug delight, though his face was already turning red, and his mom hadn't even said anything yet. He squared his shoulders, lifted his head, and strode forward.
Hey.
Hi, Mom. Hi, baby, and hello to you, Amy. Her tone cracked in her greeting, and then she just gave in and laughed, unable to keep any of it in. Cove frowned at that, and his eyes furrowed. Sorry for the interruption. I didn't know you already had guests. Oh no! Frick. His frown wobbled as he became even more embarrassed by this moment. He couldn't muster up any words to defend himself. Oh, poor Cove. It's okay, Cove. Well, it's not like anyone's surprised by this. I'm sorry. Hi. You don't have to laugh. You didn't say anything. It seems like no one's surprised by this. Kira's laughed even harder this time as it slowed. She brought a hand up to cover her mouth, but you could still see her shoulders shake. Cove still looked mortified, but he shot you a stern look. All you could do was smile. No one is surprised. No one is surprised. It was gonna happen eventually. Cove was still unable to say anything, other than his teeth biting into the inside of his cheek. He stood there frozen. Kira studied you both for a moment.
It's alright.
It's okay. My not-so-little mister is spreading his wings. I can't complain about that. We didn't do anything, like, too bad, though. She lightly tapped the tip of his nose, and that got a tiny smile out of Cove. Despite being taller than Kira at this point, he still seemed like a little kid in front of her. You released the air you're holding in your lungs, and then Kira's gaze locked onto you. You know, we were just about to go over to see Pam and Noelle. Are you two coming? Oh no. It's a walk of shame. The walk of shame to my house. Oh no. Sure, I should definitely get back there. Cove chuckled at your phrasing. He stretched his arms for a moment and yawned, trying to physically shake off what happened.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great.
Great, let's do it. Moms, I got caught! It was then that you noticed Mr. Holden standing on the other side of the room. You figured he must have been trying to create some space for everyone during that last conversation. You could tell he felt a bit awkward, but he tried smiling reassuringly. As he scratched the back of his neck, his attention went to Cove. But do you want to get changed first? Cove looked down at his pajamas for a moment. He shook his head. No, we don't have to wait for that. They're gonna know if we're both in pajamas, bro. Are you sure? It's only a trip across the street.
Don't worry about it.
I'm alright. Besides, Amy is going in her pajamas too. No, we are sending a message. Fair point. Cove then leaned in closer to you. He grumbled quietly. And your moms are gonna figure out what happened anyway, so... Yeah.
Come on.
Away we go. With that aside, the four of you headed across the street to your house. It felt strange waiting there while Mr. Holden knocked on the door. What if I just said, I went over to Cove's house in the morning. I didn't totally sleep over at all.
Hello.
Hi there. Mom answered the door, and her expression brightened even more seeing Kira there. She pulled Kira into a hug when her gaze fell on you. Amy? Oh no! I'm sorry, Moms. I'm sorry. Forgiveness. Hi, Mom.
Huh?
When did you get out there? Why are you still in your pajamas? Mom's eyebrow raised as she gave you a deep, examining stare. Meanwhile, you and Ko shared a slow side glance with each other. Before you can answer, more heads popped into view around the doorway. Ma, Liz, and Lee were all chuckling. Oh no. To be honest, I've always assumed Cove had been the one sneaking around. I mean, and you're right about that. And you're so right about that. It's just this one time that I did the sneaking. And I freaking got caught. Her eyes sparkled with amusement, and you had to look away. You noticed Cove's face was burning red again. It was a solid theory, Lonnie. Most likely they were both breaking and entering. You couldn't put it past my baby. He takes after his parents. I mean, I wouldn't put it past my baby. He takes after... Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I can't believe my Amy has been getting up to all that mischief too. No, Mom, this is the first offense! The first offense! Mortified, Cove looked like he wanted to disappear while the adults chuckled and discussed what you and him may or may not have done. Fortunately, they left the conversation there. Let's see. Enough of standing around out there. Come on in. Oh no, I can get teased by Liz. Frick. Mom moved aside to usher the group in and guide them to the living room. Before anyone could get settled in, Mom spoke up. You're all welcome to stay for breakfast. We still have some great spices and stuff from the farmer's market.
Of course.
Yes, we'll be thrilled to host you. There were eager nods from Mr. Holden and Kira, but Cove looked around the room filled with familiar faces before speaking up. And maybe instead of staying here, why don't we go to the beach? A scenic picnic, eh? Mr. Holden crossed his arms and contemplated that idea happily. That sounded so weird when I said that. Excited, Kira clapped her hands together.
Yeah.
Oh, we could really make a day out of it. Might as well enjoy the ocean while we can. And that sounds lovely, Cove. Everyone else put in their own agreement with Cove's suggestion. Before long, both families dispersed before getting everything ready. Sandwiches had to be made, water, sunscreen, towels, and more needed to be gathered and packed. Plus, you and Cove both took some time to get dressed for the day. Finally, I'm out of my pajamas. An hour later, both your family and Cove's were walking down the old path to the beach. The morning was already turning into a bright and beautiful day. You honestly couldn't ask for better weather for a beach trip. The moment you laid your eyes on the full view of the ocean, you stopped and stood there memorized. It didn't matter that you grew up there. The sight always filled you with wonder. Hey, Amy?
So?
I was thinking about calling Terry and Miranda. See if they can come too? Everyone else is pretty much already here, so would your family mind? Wow, you had a good idea. He chuckled, his mouth pulled into a bent smile. It had to happen sometime. That had you laughing this time. You were already eager for your friends to join you there. Hey, Mom, Ma! They both stopped what they were doing and turned towards you. Immediately, you darted over to them. I have a question. Would it be alright if Terry and Miranda came by? I don't see why not. Ma looked to Mom to see what she thought, and she nodded in agreement. Mom then shot a glance over at Mr. Holder and Kira, knowing that they had likely heard everything.
You alright with that?
Mom, Kira, no, Mom, Kira, Cliff, Kira, what do you two think? The more the merrier.
Okay.
Of course, they're welcome with me. Thanks. Cove, call them. Delighted you nodded and turned on your heels. Cove was still several feet away talking to Lee and Liz, likely about the same topic. With a beaming smile, you gave him a thumbs up, and the two of them must have also approved as Cove quickly got his phone and started making the calls. And that you turned your attention to helping with the picnic setup. Unexpectedly, your phone started vibrating. You dug it out, curious to see the caller ID. Feeling your heart jump with excitement, you answered the video call request. It was Derek. Oh my gosh, wait, Derek? We haven't seen him in a while. Hey, this is a surprise. I thought you disappeared. Bro, damn. Nope, I have not. And I hope it's at least a good surprise. A very good one. He chuckled at that, and your smile widened. So, what's up? The voice that came through, like, he's so tall, right? Like, I remember when we first met Derek, he was a tiny squirt, and now he's a tall, athletic person, like Cove. Why is everyone around me tall? I want to be tall. The voice that came through was much deeper than it had been when you first met, but still had the exact same amount of enthusiasm of a kid. Have you been Have you been enjoying these crazy summer days? Yeah, I have. It's been amazing. There's been up and downs. It's been memorable to say at least. I would enjoy them more if you were here. It's been memorable. Sounds interesting. You'll have to catch me up on that. But what about you? How's your summer been? You're beyond curious to know what Derek had been up to since the last time you spoke. He chuckled, noticing your invested tone. Honestly, I've just been slammed with stuff lately. College applications and scholarship inquiries. What else is new? I bet you're even more toned than last time I saw you. Your only real struggle will be choosing which place to go. They'll all be desperate to have you. I wish you nothing but good luck or Yeah, I hope if I grow taller in the game, I grow taller in real life. Or like, at least have a job. Man. Totally. His chuckle turned into a sigh. You could hear a small smile when he spoke. I really hope so. Anyway, that would be amazing. What about your family? Are your brothers being good? My little brothers are little punks, but I guess they're doing alright. You both laughed at that. Mom and Dad are fine. That's great. My mom's there too. Turning your attention back to your surroundings, you smiled warmly at your family buzzing around. Towels were laid out, and chairs and umbrellas were being set up. Actually, I'm out with my moms right now. Liz and Lee are here visiting too. I mean, of course it's still killing me. But yeah. I'm still trying. It's just hard. It's just hard. Oh, that's fun. But if that's the deal, I'll let you get back to it. You don't want to come here, bro? Are you sure? I don't mind. Uh-huh, I'm sure. I'm not about to lose your number. Okay, bye. Bye, Amy. Have a heck of a day. Bro didn't want to come to the party. Hanging up, the conversation left you energized and in good spirits. It was exactly what you needed to make this day even better. You hurried over to your mom's and helped put the rest of the food out. In moments, you noticed Cove at your side. So, what's the verdict on those invitations? They're gonna come. Yes. Excited, you raised your hand for a high five. Cove laughed and slapped your hand.
Yeah.
They'll meet us here later today. Shouldn't be too long. I can't wait. While on the subject of inviting people to join, you realized there was someone else you could call as well. You had gotten Baxter's number earlier that summer. You know what? Sure, the more the merrier. Let's message him. It's always the family. It's always the family. Like, I'm doing some things. Like, sure, I apply. But I've read that, like, applying online is like throwing your application into a black hole. I'm like, ugh! So I've been trying to, like, applying to, like, programs to help find a job. To, like, at least help my sanity to know I'm going forward and stuff. New year, new me. Hope new me has a job. Cause like I feel bad that I'm not really doing anything here that much, like, yeah. And like, since it's really a struggle since, like, you know, I don't have a license. I also need to get my license too. Oh my gosh. I hate everything. Okay, let's continue. Cove, fix my problems. Man. Everyone else was gonna be there. You don't want him to be left out. I mean, like... yeah, I guess. Like, a tiny bit. Yeah. I mean, I'm using streaming as a way to, like, talk more, because I'm really bad at talking. So I'm hoping by talking to a stream, or, like, you know, chat and stuff, that would help my outside skills with talking to people. Who knows if it will or not, but, like, I'm trying something at least. Hey, who knows, maybe a job in the future needs experience in streaming for some reason. That would be nice. And like, hey, I have experience. I've been doing this for some time. Voila, my resume. Everyone else was gonna be there, and you don't want him to be left out. You sent him a text and hoped he showed. After that, you made sure to mention what you've done. No one seemed to mind. Once the setup was done, everyone got comfortable and dug into the food. You couldn't remember the last time breakfast tasted this good, but you attributed it to the gorgeous ocean view and soothing sea breeze. Morning swiftly gave way to afternoon, and a very recognizable face came walking down to the shore. It was Baxter. He came. Like, yeah, I heard about that. But the same thing, I also hear that you're not supposed to say if you applied. So I'm gonna say I didn't do anything. Hypothetically, if someone ever finds this video, I totally didn't do anything of what that chatter just recommended. Because, you know, NDA, stuff like that. I totally didn't do something like that. He pleasantly approached with a wave. You have to deny everything. Hello there. I appreciate the invite to the party. Of course, you're welcome with us. We brought plenty of towels and food and sunscreen. Yeah, you're one of the neighbors. Kick back and relax with us. Yeah, everyone's here. Everyone we ever known is coming to this party, and it's gonna be a great party. Thank you. Baxter's gaze moved over to you and Cove. He smiled. Amy, Cove, long time no see. Hi. You waved from where you leisurely sat, and Cove nodded. I'm glad you decided to come. So am I. It was then that Baxter noticed the faces he didn't immediately recognize from around the neighborhood. He turned up his charm even more for the introductions. Excuse me, I'm Baxter Ward. I'm sorry, we haven't met before. Don't flirt with Cove's mom! Well, we're not typically from around this area. Just visiting. I'm Cove's mom. A few giggles escaped Lee as she watched Baxter carefully. When his attention turned to her, she held out a hand. I see your type, Lee. I see your type. Hi, I'm Lee, Amy's and Liz's cousin. Baxter shook it and then took a step back. Lee's smile grew. I'll remember that. It's very nice to meet you both. After that, Baxter spent more time getting better acquainted with everyone, and Terry and Miranda arrived excitedly. the conversation shifted to what you all would do next.
In that case...
We could do a few rounds of volleyball. There's plenty of us now. I know, right?
Is that alright?
Could I play? Well, I think he's just like very... He does feel evil. I think it's his outfit. Like, who the F wears an outfit like that? And another thing, it's his voice too. Like, sure, you sound nice. Like, your voice is nice and deep, but at the same time, it's evil. Of course. Miranda brightened, delighted with this plan. Ma looked around to see if there were any other takers. Oh my god, volleyball. I remember in middle school, we played volleyball, and my bones would always hurt whenever the volleyball made contact with my arms, and it was like hitting bone. And there was this one time I remember when I was playing volleyball, and I was getting the ball, but like I was looking up, but I ended up falling backwards and I hit my head. And I had to go to the nurse because of that. I don't know, sometimes I look back at my life, I'm like, damn, I'm extremely accident prone. I don't feel like playing. I'd have to change, but it'd be fun to watch. I could be the ref. My eyes won't miss a thing. You're closing one of them right now. What do you mean that explains something? What do you mean that explains something? I'm in. Excellent. We've almost have enough for 2-on-2 teams. Volleyball's a good idea, but there should probably be something happening for those who aren't a fan. Oh, I have some crafting supplies you could use to make jewelry. We could even use stuff we find around the beach to accentuate them.
Really?
Really? What, really? I want to make a necklace.
That'd be great.
I'd be interested in trying my hand at that too.
Absolutely.
Impromptu. Crafting is my kind of party. I'd like to join too, please. Yeah, I'm probably gonna join the crafters. I'm not much of a hunter. Oh my gosh, this reminds me, when I was in elementary, there was after school activities, and I remember one time we made bottle cap necklaces, and it was so cute. Even though it's not much, but I liked putting the little paper on the bottle cap and look at this cool design. Already, you're imagining various designs you could make depending on what Lee let you use. Your cousin shot you a thumbs up, clearly happy with your decision. Kira got up from the towel she was sitting on. She brushed some sand off her legs and then stretched her arms over her head. Cove, you better win the battle. I'm watching you.
Can do.
I'm up for a few rounds. Now that plans are settled, the group temporarily split into two.
Okay.
Okay, let me pop back to the house to get my supplies. Anything we can do while you're gone? Yes. You can start clearing out the towels for us to work on. And if you want, look around for good stuff to use.
I'm on it.
Roger that. While Lee ran back to the house, the group did just as she suggested. By the time she returned, everyone had their craft area ready to work at. Lee sat down on one of the towels and looked up at everyone eagerly. She held up 2 necklace options. I hope you've all been thinking about what you want to make. I have for everyone a choice of either a chain or a threaded rope. How do I pick? All I know is that I want to put some sea glass chunks on it.
Charming.
That is a charming idea. His gaze went back and forth between Lee's 2 necklace base options. You could tell he was thinking quite hard about it. I can't decide anything for mine. They're all indecisive. No rush. I'll leave the strands here and you can decorate it however you want later. I suppose I'll use whatever I spot around the beach first. Fate can decide. I think I'll keep it classic and only worry about finding a decent shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing shells too. Let's see. Sea glass, shells, driftwood, stones. Let's go. I also want some shells. Let's see if I can find sand dollar. That sounds like a good plan. Everyone is picking shells. Just a bit, Lee's eyes narrowed. You could see a playful, teasing look surfacing. If you find anything really good, I hope you'll be willing to share. Your mouth pulled into a wide smile as you watched her carefully. It was hard not to laugh. You'd see about that one. After that, the little crafting club busily went to work on their pieces. Whatever they decided on using was attached in loops that were then slid onto their necklace base. Terry was immensely proud of herself when she was done. Hers was simple but gorgeous because of the striking piece of sea glass she painstakingly searched for and found. Baxter excitedly showed his finished piece off to everyone. He stayed true to his word and used various materials he found along the beach. The necklace looked like it had good weight from the clutter. He always had an eclectic style, it seemed. Mom decided on a medium-sized purple ring top shell as a centerpiece as hers, and Lee went with a few small Simnia shells. They both put their necklace on soon after finishing them. After combing the beach several times, you found just what you were looking for. It took a bit, but you managed to make a necklace you were satisfied with. It mostly had shells. Your group of crafters would also cheer for the volleyball players whenever shouts could be heard coming out of the court. On top of that, you all would hold up with each newly made piece in the air, and the players would take a breather to applaud the creation. You really enjoyed searching the beach, trading supplies, and watching everyone make their necklaces. The crafting club was definitely a success, and you weren't the only one that had a blast. The afternoon continued to drift by, but the fun was still going strong. Occasionally, someone would head back to the houses to use the bathroom, rest away from the sun a while, or to retrieve something that they needed, but they always came back. The beach was never empty, and there was always a new conversation to take part in or another game to join. At one point, Mr. Holden even broke out his pack of cards. He roped the whole group into a few rounds of good old goldfish. There was only one thing that could bring this beach day to an end, and that was for the day itself to end. Before anyone realized it, the sun began to set over the sea. As it happened, you were taking a break, sitting on a towel with your legs stretched out past it and your feet buried in the warm sand. You were filing your nails. Shortly you looked up to see your moms approaching. They stopped in front of you and smiled. "Hello, parents of mine." "Hello, moms." "Hey there, kiddo."
How are you?
"How are you doing?" "I'm doing great. Today's been amazing." Ah, they both sat down, squishing you between them. "I am in a mom sandwich." Ma leaned her head against yours, and Mom started rubbing your back soothingly. Nothing more was said at first, but Ma sighed contently. Mom looked at you wistfully. "We're both really proud of you, Amy.
True.
You grew up to be more than we ever could have hoped." Imagine they're like, "Except that time you went to go to Cove's house. We did not raise you to be like that." Let's see. "Thank you. It's only thanks to you two. Your eyes started to tear up. I'm not sure I deserve any of that glowing praise. It's only thanks to you two." Ma wrapped an arm around your mid and squeezed you tightly in a side hug. Mom continued lightly scratching your back.
Thank you.
"That means a lot, but I still think you're selling yourself short. You've always been a lovely person, and I'm so thrilled to know you." I mean, of course you know me, I'm your kid. Well, you just adopted a kid and just didn't get to know them. Your voice flattered, and you honestly couldn't imagine your life any other way. Mom lightly brushed some of your hair back and left a small kiss there. "I'm so happy I got to have both of you as my moms." After that, all three of you were sitting there getting all sentimental. "I don't know how we got so lucky with you and Liz." Ma reached out in front of you for Mom's hand. She gave it to her, and Ma squeezed it.
Of course.
Amy has a point. You must have done something right. You stayed there quietly and contently, watching the sunset with your parents for a while. Until Mr. Holden called out to you. He was still walking in your direction. We were talking and think we're gonna go take a walk down the shore. Any of you want to come? Automatically, you looked to your moms for what they were thinking. Mom glanced from you to Ma and smiled. That sounds good to me.
That's fantastic.
Yes, that'd be very nice. My legs need some stretching. That's a yes across the board. Thrilled, Mr. Holden threw out a thumbs up and began heading back the way he came in a light jog. Hey, don't leave us in the dust. Cliff kept going forward but flipped around, walking backwards across the sand so he could face you again.
No worries.
Don't worry, we wouldn't leave without you. Alright, we'll catch up. Ready to go? Uh-huh. Let's go, taking a walk with everyone, the family! The family. Both of your moms held a hand out to you. Chuckling, you gave them each one, and you all showed it back to the rest of the group. When Liz was in reach, Ma used her free hand to pull her into it too. Liz shook her head, but her mouth quirked into a smirk, and she didn't resist. Together, as a family, you followed behind the others, hand in hand. Your feet squished into the wet sand as the waves rolled over them, and you didn't have a single care in the world as more and more stars began to dot the sky. Once the sun had been out of sight, it was finally time to pack up. The closing of the day and ever-approaching end of summer seemed to intertwine. It caused a quiet, reflective mood to blanket over the group. On the beach, Terry and Miranda took turns compressing Cove in a hug before moving on to do the same to you. You chuckled, still overjoyed that you got to see them today. I'm sorry we have to go already. My parents are here. And that's okay. But still, I wish you could help clear this all up. Don't worry about it. Just thanks for coming out today. It was cool having everyone here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm super glad we came. Hopefully you can do it again sometime. Nodding, you turned your attention to Terry. She wore a large grin on her face and held a hand out for a low five. You obligated.
See you later.
Obliged. Take care of yourselves, buddies. After that, they walked away, waving to you and Cove as they went down the shore. Cove walked quietly back with a small smile on his face. You waved too. Bye, have a safe trip. I'm happy I got to see them. Bye! You cupped your hands around your mouth to project the word louder. They both waved faster. Bye! Have a good night! Taking you by surprise, Terry jumped and twisted around. She kept up with Miranda by walking backwards. She got the mood of your farewell light by shooting finger guns at you and Cove. Miranda bumped her with a hip. It left everyone with a laugh just before they disappeared down the bend. Amy.
Come on.
Hey Cove, could you come here? Do I have to carry things? Oh no, I have to clean up. Both their parents are motioning for you. The two of you went to them. Tons of things ended up at the beach over the course of the day, so there was still so much to pack up, and the parents needed help. With a nod, you got to it, stuffing various things into bags and bundling them up in towels. Once things were ready to go, everyone filled their arms with as much as they could carry. Absolutely no one wanted this to be a back and forth kind of task. The walk back home ended up being mostly quiet. Each person seemed to be feeling the effects of the day. A cool breeze carried you across the sand and onto the road. Ah! Wait a minute. Huh. I don't know, I just heard a loud noise outside. I was like, what the F was that? There was a sigh of relief from what felt like the group as a whole when they arrived back to the neighborhood. Maxter carefully placed what he had been carrying on the ground. Thank you so much for helping with that.
Thanks.
No, thank you for allowing me to join today. You all shared with me. Helping to carry it back is the least I can do. Ma nodded and the others started collecting their things from his pile. Baxter, meanwhile, stepped over to you and Cove. It really was a pleasure getting to know you both this summer. His head tilted towards you and he smiled warmly. Baxter offered you his hand. Like, Baxter, you can't just flirt with me in front of Cove. You used your free hand to shake his, you waved him goodbye, you patted his shoulder, you side hugged him. You raised your hand for a high five. I'm gonna pat his shoulder. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. Shuffling a few things, you're able to briefly free one of your hands enough to pat his shoulder a couple of times. Baxter chuckled, amused you did that. Let's see. I think we did end up as good friends. I really enjoyed meeting you. Good luck on your next semester at school. Or you didn't say anything. Hey, even though we thought you were evil and we thought you were trying to steal me and Cove somehow from each other at the same time, it was nice. It kept things interesting.
Glad to hear it.
I'm delighted to hear that. I enjoyed the summer immensely thanks to you. Baxter turned... Cove looks bad. Baxter turned to shake Cove's hand this time. He was a little incredulous for a moment, but then Cove eventually shifted what he was carrying and took Baxter's hand. It wasn't long, but it was a solid handshake. Baxter was clearly pleased. I wish we had more time together. It was still a nice ride. While it lasted, would happily do it all over again. Bye, Baxter. Yeah, bye. Baxter nodded and walked a few steps towards his condo. He then stopped and waved.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Baxter sauntered away completely and disappeared inside the condo to return to his own things. His time with you and your family and friends ending. You paused for a moment, staring at where he went. He just went to his house, man. But afterwards, you looked back over at the rest of the group. Lee and Liz were just going inside your house. You could spot Kira and Mr. Holden anywhere, but the door to their house was wide open. Mom approached you with an amused look under her face. Seems like you're holding up some Holden things. Oh my gosh, Mom, you can't just make a pun. Surprised, you glanced down to take a quick inventory of what you were holding. Mom was right, some of it belonged to the neighbors. Would you mind dropping it off now? Looking down again at everything you're carrying, you sighed. A teasing grin played at your lips. The Holdens is a long walk from here. Cove snorted and laughed next to you, making your grin widen. Mom chuckled and shook her head. You can hack it, and then you'll get to experience the joy of a job well done. You laughed happily and nodded. Mom smiled fondly. Cove took a few steps towards his house and stopped, waiting for you.
Good night.
Good night, Cove. I'll see you inside, Amy. Night. You caught up to you caught up to yourself. You caught up to Cove, and together you went over to his house. Walking in the front door, you saw Kira and Mr. Holden busily unpacking already. Things were scattered on counters, and they're moving around each other, putting the items away. They both lifted their heads when Cove closed the front door. Hey. It's nice seeing you again already, Amy. Yeah, I'm coming to sleep with Cove again. Her teasing tone brought out a light smile to your face. You had this stuff in your arms a little closer. I ended up with things of yours from the beach.
Oh.
Oh, thanks for getting that to us. You can put it, here, on that coffee table. Mr. Holden pointed out the surface he was referring to, and you immediately left what didn't belong to your family there. Cole put his own things down on the floor just at his feet, wading through everything strewn about to reach his parents. Putting your family stuff on the ground for a moment, you dusted your hands off and straightened up. You need a second of rest and a minute to resituate it all. You went over to where the others were. Kira opened her arms wide, wanting to hug you. I'll give you a hug. Without any hesitation, you went to Kira and let her pull you into a hug. You squeezed her back just as tight. Her hug was filled with affection, and you hoped that she could feel how much you cared about her too. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was a blast. You're welcome. Today was amazing. Kira eventually released you, but patted the tops of your shoulders as a final gesture.
Thank you.
Every time I've gone to come by, it seems it's been an absolute joy. Things really couldn't have worked out better. Is it because you saw me sleep with your son? Mr. Holden took a step closer to you. Kira moved aside to let him say goodbye too. He grinned. Thanks for always being such a friendly neighbor, and not just right now, but for as long as I've known you. I didn't always make it easy, but you and your family are good people. Yeah, you bribed me to be your son's friend. I really, truly appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
Thanks again, Amy, so much. At that, Mr. Holden reached over and gave you a soft pat on the top of your head. I'm really glad you're my neighbor. You're good people too. Goodbye, Mr. Holden. You hugged him. I'm really glad you're my neighbor, man. Mr. Holden's brows frowned with emotion. Oh, Mr. Holden's brows furrowed with emotion. Your words really did touch him. Me too. Mr. Holden was staring at you, but his gaze seemed far away. Maybe he was looking back at you, at who you used to be. The 8-year-old he had asked to be his son's new friend.
See you.
Bye, Amy. He smiled softly. Then Cove took a step forward. He gestured to his pile of things he had carried into the house.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that. I'll put the stuff away in a few minutes. Right, I need to do the same with my family. I figured. Cole walked you to the door and held it open. Taking one last check around to make sure you had all your things to bring home, you went into the road. He leaned his body against the doorframe, not following you out. So, this is it, huh? Oh, is this it? Oh. Actually, that's not what I meant. His expression twisted, and he shook his head a bit, like he was trying to banish the pensive thoughts.
Bye.
I'll just say bye. Yeah, bye. It won't be long before you'll see me again. AKA tonight, in bed! You offered him a small wave goodbye with one of your hands. Cove reached forward and gently cupped your face with one hand. His thumb trailed across your cheek for several heartbeats. Mesmerized by his blue eyes, you stepped forward, delighted to oblige the request he was silently asking. He met you halfway as you smiled into the kiss. It was soft with longing, and your chest ached knowing that there couldn't be anything more than this, at least for now. One of his hands grabbed onto the doorframe and firmly held it. He was stopping himself from coming along with you. As you walked over to your own front door, you stopped. Turning around, you spotted Cove right where you left him. You laughed quietly to yourself. For a small pause, you both stared at each other from across the street. Good night. You blew him a kiss, you waved. You ran back to hug him goodbye. I blew him a kiss. Mwah! Oh, Cove reached out like he was catching it off to the side, and then he curled his fist to his chest, holding the kiss close. Your lips curled into a beaming smile. He caught it for his heart. I hope you'll treasure that. Maybe. What do you maybe? Things couldn't be dragged out any longer. After one more shared smile, you opened the door and went inside, shutting it behind you. A few steps in, you saw your family gathered in the living room. They were still busy unpacking and cleaning. You added the things you brought to the pile on the kitchen counter. Mom stood up, rubbing her eyes a bit. She yawned loudly. I'm bushed. How about we finish the rest of the chores tomorrow? Yes, honestly, it's too late for this.
Thanks.
Please and thank you. Yeah, we'll just leave everything around. It's okay. Mom put her hands on her hips and turned to assess the room. Mom was not one who liked to leave a mess about, but she sighed.
All right.
I suppose we can make an exception to the usual rule. It has been a really long day. Liz grinned contentedly. Lee wasted no time in skipping over to you and hooked you in a side hug. Good night. I hope you have the loveliest of dreams of you-know-who. Lee ended that sentence with a wink and a hearty laugh. She let you go. Let's see. I hope you have good dreams too. You hugged her back, you shook her head, you blushed, you laughed. I hope you have good dreams too. I'm playing Our Life. So, because this is the game I was originally supposed to play, but I was playing finishing up Dead Play earlier. And Our Life is basically, we date a guy named Cove, and we spend our life with him. So, like, we met each other when we were kids, and then we were, like, middle schoolers, then, like, teens, and then, I'd say, like, little kids, then teenagers. Now we're like 18 right now. I think we're the final step after this when we're adults. But yeah. Earlier, I snuck into Cove's room and slept in his bed. I mean, we did like, you know, just cuddling, but like sneak into a guy's room. You know, but we got caught in the end. I was like, no. Because like, oh my gosh, Cove always comes to sneak into our room and he's never been caught. But then the one time we sneak into his room, we immediately got caught. It was like, damn. It was a walk of shame when his parents caught us in the morning. Lee's smile widened till it went from ear to ear. That would be a fantastic way to cap off today and start tomorrow. Here's to us, Amy. Tonight, tomorrow, and forever. That's her cousin. Yeah, family forever. Lee leaned in close to whisper in your ear. You didn't fail to catch a teasing look on her face. Aww. Exactly, there's no escape. That got a laugh out of you. You lightly pushed her shoulder. Okay, let me get... Okay, so, in the beginning, we got accepted into college, and we went to a Chinese restaurant with our family and Cove's family. So Cove is our boyfriend, and we celebrated that. And then at nighttime, I snuck into Cove's room, and then we got a cuddle in bed. However, when we woke up, his dad barged in his room and caught us both, and we're like, oh no. And then we walked out to the living room of his house, and his mom, who only visits like sometimes, his mom was visiting, right, and found us, and like, oh no, his mom also knows. And then we all went to my house, and then our mom opens the door. It's like, Amy, what are you doing out here? And now our mom knows that we went to sneak into Cove's what's it called, Cove's house. But like, I think we're chill, like they're okay with it. It's okay. I'm already summarizing. And then after that, we got caught with the walk of shame, unfortunately. But then after that, we all decided to go to the beach and have, you know, a family, what's called, party where we are just, you know, hanging out on the beach. And now this is the aftermath right now. We're just putting all the things away because the day will quietly end. Lee stretched her arms. Secret bedtime thing. Yeah, Cove's better at that. Lee stretched her arm high over her head. She yawned loudly and looked at you with tired eyes. I know, right? Like, bro, oh my gosh, if that happened, I would like be burning. My face would be burning if my parents caught me sneaking out with that guy. And you know what the most embarrassing part was? The father, so Cove's father was like, you know, buddy, I wasn't that much older than you when I found out I was gonna be a daddy, because like he had Cove when he was young with his wife. So like, oh my gosh. And we got embarrassed because we didn't do that. We didn't do that. We were just cuddling. That's it. Nothing more. I think that's my cue to head to bed. Bye. I think so too. Have fun sharing the room with Liz. What do you mean? Isn't it kind of like a walk of shame? Wait, let me see. Walk of shame. Walk of shame meaning. Oh no! No, we didn't do that. Wait. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. We are young. I mean, we're 18, so technically we're adults, but like 18 is still like baby, you know? We didn't do that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was using that word for it. That phrase. She laughed at that, and Lee shuffled off towards the guest room. Before you had a chance to do anything else, you could feel the top of your head being tapped. You spun around to see Liz smirking. It is a walk of shame. I mean, sleeping with someone is an innuendo when you think about it. Because it can mean, did I sleep with Cove? Yes. But not the naughty way. The platonic way where we were cuddling. Like, technically, it kind of matches. I mean, like, the words itself, you know. No problem. It was a fun episode. I mean, like, you know, a fun journey. Also, while we were away, Miss Linder. Dang, I'm not good with these words. For with the other game we were playing, Dead Plate, we found out that the guy with his face, you know, our boss, he killed our girlfriend, made her into meat, and tried serving us our girlfriend. And depending on what ending we get, we either kill him and burn the restaurant, or he eats us. So, yeah, our boss was a cannibal. Yeah, Vincent. Yeah. So it's a happy, I mean, neither endings are really happy. Our girlfriend's dead. I mean, our ex-girlfriend, at least. And we either die being eaten by him, or we kill him. I don't know, that's a lot of trauma. Nighty-night. I'm heading to bed, too. It's been a long day, and I have to prepare for tomorrow. Exhaling, you automatically start fixing the back of your hair. When Liz didn't immediately walk away, you smiled softly at her. Everything okay? Her gaze moved away, and you knew she had more to say. You waited patiently for Liz to compose her thoughts. It's just been a good summer. It was nice to come back home. Yeah, he cooked our girlfriend, we cooked him. We cooked him alive in his restaurant. You nodded, and Liz gave you a teasing nudge as she went by. Amused, you turned and watched her go. Love you, baby sister. Good night, Liz. I love you too. Bye, old sister. You gave her a hug and night. You smiled. Yeah, bye, old sister. Liz turned back to smirk at you. Chuckling, you gave her a small wave. Sleep well. You too. Liz was out of sight. Mom started up the next conversation over her shoulder. Are you heading up to bed too? Now I'm only gonna relax first. I am so tired. It's been an entire day just hanging out on the beach in this hypothetical in the game. Desperately, you needed some time to decompress and clear your mind. I'm sorry I didn't get you. Actually, wait one moment. You know, it's a little delayed, Miss Linder. But here you go. Here is the wine you requested from earlier. And I remember earlier, what's this called? Tony ordered some steak too. Oh my god, I don't like going to the beach. It's so sandy. And you said you wanted it like really rare, right? So 2 steaks, really rare for Tony. Oh my gosh. There you go, your wine. Desperately, you needed some time to decompress and clear your mind. You worried if you went off to bed now that you would end up staring up at the ceiling all night. Okay. Ma came over to you, smiling understandingly. She pulled you into a big hug.
Love you.
Alright, you do what you need to. I love you. When you were done hugging Mom pulled you into another hug, their actions basically handing you off to the other, had you laughing jovially. Why did you want it that raw, Tony? I love you so much. Good night, I love you too, you're the best parents. I love you too, moms. Aww. They both couldn't resist taking turns hugging you. Your smile widened, and you felt good to be so loved. Good night, kiddos. Sleep tight. Good night, sweetie. Night. Good night to you guys. After that, your mom's headed off towards her bedroom down the hall. Oh no! It's okay. I burned down that restaurant. I burned that restaurant. We don't have to care about reviews anymore. The boss is dead. No, you said... Didn't you say you wanted it mooing or something? Let's see. Wait, let me see if I can find your message. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, it says, I would like to order 2 steaks made from the rarest cow you have. But you never said, when you said the rarest, Cow, I assumed you wanted raw. I probably should have asked you for the temperature. And no. It's a style where we cook right in front of you. So tell us, what temperature do you want, and then we'll cook it right in front of you. After that, your mom's headed towards the bedroom down the hall. You're about to turn the other direction when you heard Mom's voice. And don't let the bugs bite. You heard Ma chuckling as you watched him go with a smile. Time had passed, but you weren't entirely sure how much. Sighing, you sat on the couch. It was a good rest, and all of your tired muscles felt quite relaxed. You got up, planning on going to bed, when something out the window caught your eye. Is it my boy? Your feet brought you right in front of the large window spanning the length of the back wall. You stared out into the hills behind your house. As if on cue, your phone came on, alerting you of a new notification. It was Cove. Want to hang out on the hill tonight? Something inside you told you that this was the right kind of night to take a trip out there. You sent him back a very quick message. Oh my god, you're so right. One moment. Glass of water emote. Oh no. Oh my gosh. No, they don't have a glass of water. Maybe this? It's okay. He doesn't serve, what's his face? Vince doesn't serve human meat to the customers. Only to me for some reason. Here you go. Since the restaurant burned down, I'm assuming you want the water to go? Something inside you told you that this is the right kind of trip. Okay, you sent him back a very quick message. Yeah. And the water emoji is supposed to indicate what kind of drink it is. I'm just a waiter, bro. Like, I don't know. It looked pretty beefy to me. Aw, heart. You went over to the front door and stepping over the threshold, you gave the living room one last glance over your shoulder. Then you shut the door behind you. Silently, you made your way to the Poppy Hill. With light steps in the dark, you walked across the hills behind your house. Up ahead of let me drink some more water. Up ahead at the very top, silhouetted beneath the night sky, was a familiar figure already waiting there. Smiling, you wondered just how he always got there first. Even had the advantage of living closer. Then again, and maybe it was only in your mind, but somehow Cove was intrinsically linked with this place. After all these years, it would be weird to scan this horizon and not find him there. As surreal as the shore without the sea. Yeah, he is one with the Poppy Hill. The distance between you was growing shorter by the second. Hearing the grass and earth crunch under your feet, Cove turned. A grin spread over his face as he saw you. You took your place standing behind him on the crest of the Poppy Hill, looking out over the ocean. Same as you've done on countless times since he first arrived, when you find him on this very same spot.
Amy.
Ah, yeah, that's me. I'm Amy. He had officially broken the silence, the spell that held you both in place. You looked at him expectantly. Oh yeah, I got my water ready, thanks. I hope you do, I don't know, I hope you do a good job on whatever you're doing. Have a good time or whatever. See you. See you, Miss Lunder. There's something I've always kind of wondered about. He cocked his head, giving you a sidelong glance. What do you think about when we met? I was just a kid you'd never seen before, bawling his eyes out on the hill next to your house. He chuckled, his eyes drifting toward the sea beyond, before flicking back to you. The way his gaze pulled back to you made it clear that he was genuinely invested in this topic. Oh, my back. Okay. Honestly, like, the way the thing is going right now, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the end. Like, we're almost near the end of this, like, you know, moment or whatever. It's like, we're almost there. Then I'll be able to walk and eat more food. huh? Yes? Oh, sure, whatever is it? Oh, thank you, Miss Wonderplay! I really appreciate it. Aw, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Hope you have a nice time, whatever you're doing. Honestly, I think we're almost done with this moment, so you probably won't be seeing me today at least, but if you ever see you again, can't wait. I mean, if I ever see you again, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I can't reach my toes. My legs are too long. And when your legs are too long and you can't bend your torso in half, you can't reach your toes. Okay. Yeah. See you next time, Miss Lunder. Anyways, let's see how this ending will play out with Cove. The way his gaze pulled back to you made it clear that he was genuinely invested in the topic. Luckily for him, you remembered what initially struck you in that moment. It was as if it had only happened yesterday. Well, I remember noticing the huge glasses you had then. Yeah, because I love glasses. Cove burst into genuine laughter at your reply. I guess that's fair. It did kind of stand out. Sighing a bit, you continued to reminisce about that first meeting. I also remembered feeling bad about what was happening. I remember that too. He ran a hand through his hair, and you knew his line of questioning wasn't at its end, even before he spoke again.
I mean...
Do you remember what you thought about me? You know, as a person? Was I annoying or mean or... you were a kid. Let's see. I want to get to know you. I didn't know what the feelings were at the time, but I thought you were cute right away. Yeah, definitely. I thought you were special. I just worried because you were so sad. I don't really... Yeah, instead of focusing on your sadness, I was focusing on your cuteness. Cove brought a hand to his mouth, half hiding his self-conscious smile. His wavy eyebrows were raised in open amazement.
Well...
Thank you for feeling that way. He scrunched his eyes closed, regretting his phrasing. That sounded weird. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm glad. Cove's hand drifted to the scar on his arm, his fingers unconsciously gliding over the mark. It was much less noticeable than it had been when the pink cast had first come off, shrunken gradually over the years as his body healed, then dwarfed in comparison to his growing body. Still, his fingers came back to it without thinking. He gave a half smile, not meeting your eyes. I feel bad now. The thoughts I had were, well, considering what you were thinking, I'd come across as a lot worse of a kid. You didn't like me? Oh my gosh. Wow, you're telling me, after all the time we spent each other, after now that I'm your girlfriend, you didn't like me?
No.
No, it definitely wasn't that. Cove lifted his head up, finally committing to meet your eyes fully once more. I remember you that day. I remember it well, really well. I don't think I'd ever be able to forget. I can picture the way you looked back then when I first saw you standing right here. I still know the expression on your face, and when you chose to sit with me in the grass. He chuckled self-derivatively, interrupting his own monologue. You scared me at first. I figured I'd be alone out there until I had to face my dad again. And then suddenly, another kid appeared out of nowhere. It was startling, but I got over that fast. You were a strange person in a strange place, but in that moment, you were exactly what I needed. Somebody I could talk to freely about what was happening and how it made me feel. Bro, imagine I was mean in his first encounter and he's like, yeah, I remember the first time we met. And you were totally douche of a kid. And you listened to me. You stayed with me. He sighed, then bit his lip as he gave you a small smile.
I
was a little bit spoiled growing up. You let him continue a little. Yeah, you were. It wasn't bad. You were dealing with a lot. It wasn't bad. You were dealing with the divorce and stuff like that. Cove tilted his head to the side, smiling softly at your defense of his smaller self. He looked off again, seeking clarity for his thoughts in the expanse of the night sky. What I'm trying to say is, when I was younger, I viewed myself basically as the center of the universe. I didn't even imagine it wasn't like that. You saw yourself as a god?
I mean...
Things didn't simply happen. That would be weird according to my little kid brain. It made far more sense that everything in my life has specific connection to me somehow, right? He saw affirmation in you, wavy brows raised as he tried to explain his childlike logic. So at the time, you felt almost unreal. Like you weren't just anyone. Some other kid who happened to live in that neighborhood with their own whole life that wasn't connected to Cove Holden. No, to me, you were there so that you could find me when I was lost. Though it turns out you were sent there for that. You're trying to find me because something had sent you specifically to do that. I just didn't expect it to be my dad. I mean, yeah. I guess he knew more about what I needed than I thought. Like, bro, his dad just sends an 8-year-old kid to find his son. Yes, I'll pay you $20 to be his friend and find him. Oh my god, hey, welcome in, Chris. We're not done yet, but I can feel the ending nearing. So like, you come near the, like, you come down at a pretty good time. There's probably like still a little left, I think. Unless, imagine the next thing I click and it just ends, and then we're like, oh, well, I guess Chris came at a bad time, we're ending. But yeah, I think there should be still a few minutes, I hope. Oh, welcome in, like, oh my gosh, thank you for your raid. Oh, this is kind of awkward, actually. Oh, welcome in, guys, because, like, I could feel the end nearing of the game, so I'm like, oh no, everyone's coming in already. But yeah, welcome in. I hope you had a good stream at playing Kingdom Hearts. Remember, where are you at anyways? Because I remember the last time I popped in, you were playing, like, you were doing, like, Alice in Wonderland. No, after that. What was after Alice in Wonderland? Tarzan? Yeah, this is my guy, Cove. He's making a confessional of me right now. Like, I think he's gonna confess or something. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you had a good stream, Light. I guess he knew more about what I needed than I thought. We're doing like lovey-dovey stuff, and then you were doing like action-packed Kingdom Hearts. Oh, you did? Okay, that's good. Nice. You didn't die too much, I hope. Oh yeah, I agree. Cove's hair is really pretty. It's like, who has green hair? But yeah, I think we're just having an emotional moment with Cove right now. He chuckled, shaking his head as he shook off the thought. I kind of expected it all to vanish like a dream when that night was over. I would wake up and everything would be the same again.
That's...
Yeah, I mean, like, you could dye your hair, but that's pretty much it. But considering that his eyebrows are green, like... Yeah, born green. Like, if Kira didn't have green hair, because, like, Cliff's hair is pretty normal colored, like blonde. Maybe it's a little too... anytime today. Oh, I see, I see. You're doing, like, the hardest mode, right? So, like... good luck on that. I don't know, whenever I play games, I usually just do normal. Because, like, my skill level in other games that aren't, like, visual novels are, like, kind of bad. Like, I just don't have a good reaction time. let's continue. I'll be back in my bed at home, my real home with both my parents. The future was something I couldn't picture anymore. I didn't know what school would be like when I went back, or the table where I'd eat breakfast the next morning, or anything. I mean, like, can you really be cracked at video dating? I just date a lot of people. That's it. Like, oh, I know the secret to every anime person's heart, and I'm gonna have a giant harem to date everyone. Yeah. Oh, wait. Chris, you weren't here, but we added some girls to the harem. Like, one's an assassin, the other is like a cannibal, and the other killed their parents. I don't know why all the women I attract tend to be killers. I see. Dang. So, yeah, I'm a master of tropes. Adding women to my harem, good. I need more diversity. And what did Light say? Change the beginning starting. Oh, so you're just using the regular Keyblade. Damn. That's hard. You know, I could never do anything like that. Because, like, A, I'm impatient. And, like, I just, like, the thing is when I play games, I'm like, okay, there's a story. I have to get through the story. And I'll do any means possible in order to get to the end. But yeah. Yeah, I could fix them, Chris. Oh my gosh, but yeah. I mean, like, the homekeeping was me being a maid, so, like, there is no indication that our master, Lady Alael, was, you know, a serial killer until we found out in the end. Yeah, but, like, I had no excuse in dating serial killers, like, killer chat. Like, it was in the name, obviously. And if I couldn't imagine, how could I think it was something actually happening? I couldn't grasp my new reality. It was too big for me to hold all at once. So I never thought I'd see you again. Then Cove beamed at you, his eyes shining bright. And I never ever would have been able to guess that 10 years later, when I was a grown-up, the two of us would still be together. Yeah. Be together, me in your room, because I woke up with you. Yeah, it's such an improvement. Like, me trying to sleep next to Cove and him backing out, but finally, we're adults. I could finally sleep next to him, and he's not as nervous as before. Let's see, I'm so glad I met you. It's hard to believe it's been so long. Guess that makes me your dream come true. Mere words can encompass the joy you felt. You smiled. I'm so glad I met you, Cove. Oh my gosh. I need a Cove in real life. I feel the same about you. But, like, I have a list of harem people too, so, like, we will all live happily together. I really hope there's no rivalry in the harem. Like, I hope my love, the love they hold for me is strong enough for them not to fight each other. Wait, why are you sad now? But the smile faded from his face as his eyebrows drew together. And that was the worst day of my life. At the time, the day my family broke apart, it was too heavy for me to even think about. I felt that way for I don't know how long. He held a hand over his heart, connecting with the pain he felt as a child, and looked at you earnestly.
It's okay.
But that was never really true. Things have only gotten better with me and with Dad and Mom. It was a change we all needed. Oh my god, you're right. I had to go outside. I had to meet people. Oh my gosh. That's that's the toughest task ever. For, like, a person that stays indoors. Yeah, you're right. Honestly, like, when you have a harem... I talk about my harem way too much. Okay, so, like, maybe it's kind of nice to see them fight a little, but I don't want any of them killing each other. But there are some assassins and, like, killers, so I'm worried because, like, I don't want any bloodshed. Okay, it's okay if it's a little toxic, just not too toxic where we're having dead bodies. Actually, wait, I can't get a real life Cove. Who has green hair and wonky eyebrows like that? His eyes were growing misty. So when I remember that time right now, it's not the point that my life was over. It was only the moment that I met the woman I love. Oh, damn. Thank you, bro. When I was crying to a stranger over what I thought I'd lost, I didn't have any idea that she would be the one thing in the world that I actually wouldn't be able to live without. Okay, hope you have, I hope you have a nice meal, bro. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be live for that long. Maybe like 10-20 minutes, but like, yeah. Get your munchies, you literally just streamed. Oh my gosh, after this, I need to eat too. I'm hungry too. Oh my gosh, no! No! Oh my gosh. Tony, why? Okay. Okay, I'll look at that afterwards. Oh my gosh. Bro, all these clips are so weird on me. Okay. What? No, it's okay. I'm gonna see it afterwards. It's just like... You know, actually, I could probably pull it up right now. Let me just... where is it? Okay. Okay, I'll pull it up. Let me listen to it. I'm gonna have to listen to my own voice, though. Oh, wait, I have a double sped. Wait, one moment. Wait, do you guys... Okay, let's see. Let's see, what part did he clip from me? Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh, Tony! Tony, that's so bad out of context. That's so bad out of context. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys have context. You guys have context. I hope they know that if anyone ever watches that, I hope they know it's an anime harem. Anime harem! Or like 2D boy harem. Oh, maybe I guess I didn't turn it on. I guess, oh, that's okay. If it bonked you, I would have brought you back. I could override Siri. But, okay, let's continue. I love you, I never want to lose you. You're so wonderful, thank you for all this. You couldn't reply. I completely forgot what we were saying as soon. We're in this heartfelt moment, and I'm talking about my harem. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? I'll just say I love you. I'll just say I love you. He took in a breath, forever amazed whenever you spoke those words.
I love you.
I love you too, Amy. You hugged him, you gripped his shoulders, you ruffled his hair, you kissed him, you teared up, then you grinned back at him. Okay, I'm gonna kiss you, bro. Hook her up. He leaned into the kiss, his lips soft against yours. He sighed contently. His voice was as delicate as the petals on the poppies which crowned this hill. Hey, Amy. I'm so grateful you always took care of me. You didn't even know what to say back to that. His heartfelt appreciation left you speechless. You know, if I play other games besides like dating sims, then my harem would be at a slower pace and wouldn't seem as weird. Oh no, it's probably still weird. Most people don't have a harem. No, I would not be. I could get blushy if I ever had an IRL lover. Oh wait, no. It depends on their personality. If they're the type of personality where I can make fun of, then I am definitely making fun of them. However, if I feel like I'm not comfortable enough, or like, if I feel like, hey, I can't make fun of them, they just don't have the type of personality that's making funnable, that would probably just be, the thing is, if I don't make fun of them, I feel like the other person's gonna end up making fun of me. I don't know if that just says my taste in people. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, I got a new addition to the harem. Thank you so much for your application. Oh my gosh. He tilted his head up, thoughts lost in the sparse clouds above. No, I don't have anyone. I don't have anyone IRL. Oh my god. I mean, like, hypothetically, in the future, if I ever did find someone. Oh my gosh. Bro, I don't go outside. How am I supposed to find anyone? Like, bro, like, how, if I stay at home all the time, no one can find me. They're never gonna be able to find me because I'm a neat I stay at home, play video games, and date a bunch of 2D anime men. Bro, if I ever do get an IRL person, lover, whatever, they're gonna have to compete against my hero. It's like, yes, I love you, but I also love Cove and everyone else, all those assassins I dated in my hero too. So yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't talk to enough people to know what they're into. So like, I don't know. Maybe, imagine I just have someone like, okay, so I just interview someone and they're a guy. I'm like, so what do you guys think about if a girl told them they had a harem? Would they be into that or no? Yeah, I'm sure there's people for everything, but at the same time, this world is freaking ginormous. It is small sometimes, but sometimes it's not. It's small sometimes. Okay, let's continue. I'm taking so long to like finish this segment when I'm pretty sure this is a short segment of this moment. He tilted his head up, thoughts lost in the sparse clouds above. I wonder how late it is. I guess it doesn't really matter. My dad is fine with me being out whenever. He's definitely fine with me being you going into my room. You could just use your phone to check the time. You could text your dad. I'm gonna message my moms. My moms might care, but I don't feel like telling them. I'm gonna text. You text your dad. I text my mom just to make sure that we're not missing. He might appreciate it.
I guess.
Probably. You're pleased to see Cove slip his phone out of his pocket and type away at it. You also brought your phone out long enough to shoot off a text. They wouldn't see it anytime soon, but they'll be in the loop once they were up. Are you going to lay in the grass now? Wow, how'd you know? You are predictable. With a chuckle, Cove plopped down onto the ground and laid on his back, his usual way of spending time there. You stayed sitting down, you sat on Cove's chest. You also laid on your back. You laid down snuggling, let's go. You lowered yourself against Cove's side in the grass and wrapped an arm over his chest. Cove smiled at you and used his free hand to cradle your face. The both of you fully settled. Wait, how long were we out here? It's light now? The both of you fully settled into relax on the hill. It felt like just the beginning of one of your nightly outings, but then you realized the sun was peeking out over the horizon. Oh no. Cove spoke up with a disbelieving tone.
Huh.
It really was late. Yeah, like what? Is this like 5, 6 a.m. right now? Oh my gosh. Actually, wait, this is an appropriate time for me to sleep as normal. I just don't do it outside. Your neighbor wasn't a stranger to being awake at dawn. However, not like this. He was normally an early sleeper, early riser. This unexpected sunrise particularly awed him. The two of you watched on silently as the sun began to light the world. Cove then propped himself up on the backs of his arms and looked at you with a soft expression on his face. One day, I'm trying! Like, I tried to, like, take, like, magnesium pills because I heard they, like, help you sleep. It's just not working. My phone, I'm too addicted to my phone, that's why. And you know, like, there's, like, a streamer I like, but the problem is, he streams, like, at 2, 3 a.m. And, like, he speaks, like, okay, so, there's this Japanese streamer, VTuber thing I like, right? And like, because I mentioned him before, actually. Remember when I mentioned, like, I had that day where, like, I showed you a bunch of guys I liked that were real people? Like, he's the voice actor one that Chris said he wanted to steal from me. I'm like, no! And then he also has a wife, but, like, like, I like going to his streams because I'm like, look! It's my favorite voice actor and he's streaming! Me at 3 a.m. Why does he stream at 3 a.m.? Man. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my dear Tachibana! Oh my gosh, yeah. Bro. Yeah, but like, I'm just gonna sound very creepy when I say it. Bro, I want to say hello. Like, you know, and then nothing beats when he reads off the names of everyone that's saying hello. And I'm like, oh, I need that. Like, I say hi to you guys, Chris and Tony. And I'm like, it's just special when you hear your name out of it. But yeah. Yeah, I feel so weird saying that. Oh my gosh. I once had, okay, so like before Tachibana, I had another VTuber I watched all the time. And that person streamed at 5 a.m. And like, I think that was like a year ago. And like my sleep schedule was a total mess. It was awful. It was awful. But the thing is, like, I was in college during that time. So like, my classes were always late, so it didn't matter since I didn't have to wake up early. And I could just, I'll just stop by, watch their streams, and then sleep, I don't know, 6, 7, 8. Their streams start at 5 a.m. I sleep at 7 a.m. And then I attend classes later. Oh my gosh. But that was old me. Oh my god, I realized it was worse before. It was worse before, now I think about it. My sleeping schedule was worse in college. Now that I don't have college, my sleeping schedule's at 4, which is technically better since I would be kept waking up, like, staying awake to 7 a.m. or something. See, guys, slow improvement. Improvement is there, just very, very slow. Anyways, let's continue. I'm sorry, Cove, for... like 2 or 3 a.m. And the thing is, like, my guy, he doesn't, like, he only posts the stream, like, he only sends a link right when he's about, like I'd say 2 or like 4 hours when he's about to stream. So like, it's like 11. I know to him, he sets a time that he's about to stream. I'm like, no! Usually I just pop in for him to say my name. Oh yeah, don't go to his streams because, it's not that I don't want to see you guys there, but like, guys, it's my place. I'm like, no, the thing is, like, he doesn't have a schedule, so like, I would have to like wait. So like, sometimes it's like the time, like right when he streams, he posts like, you know, that he's about to stream, or like a few hours, depending on if he plans it. But like, he doesn't have a schedule, so I don't know. Thank you. I go there, I see one of you guys like, what the F are you doing here? This is my place. This is my space. I feel bad because I can't understand what he's saying. I'll say, I probably understand like 10-20% of what he's saying because, you know, he speaks Japanese, so like, yeah. And I'm like, dang, I need to learn more Japanese so I can understand him. So yeah, I need to go add learning Japanese to the, what's it called? List of things to learn. My New Year's resolutions and stuff. So yeah. I really hope you're not trying to find them. You come in, I just show the knife, like, go away. But yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Cove then propped himself up on the backs of his arms and looked at you with a soft expression on his face. Do you want to go back home? I could carry you if you're too tired. No, I want to stay here. You can't resist a yawn, but you're serious. It couldn't be time to go already. Cove chuckled affectionately and gripped you a little more.
I get it.
Okay, but it's been a long day. We've done a lot of things, like really a lot. It has to end sometime. Oh, the day has to end. And I have been prolonging the day by talking about other things. Wait. I don't like speaking in Japanese to her because when she doesn't respond, I feel that I have seen a declaration of war in Japan. Oh wait, I sometimes feel bad. So my guy, he only says when you say like the greeting, he'll call your name out. But like, I'm always worried that like when I respond in Japanese, I'm worried that like, oh shoot, what if I wrote the wrong thing and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to accidentally like end up cussing him out or like writing like something that's accidentally mean somehow because my skills. I'm not telling you his name. You can go back if you want. Don't look for him, Tony. Don't look for him. And then sometimes I'm worried, like, if I speak in Japanese, I mean, obviously I'm not speaking because it's just typing, but like, oh, did I F up? And so I'm not telling you, you could go back. I'm not telling you. Don't find me. The reason why I don't want you to find me, I'll tell you why. It's an old account, and I don't want you to show up and be like, oh look, it's that person. I'm like, it's not about me, it's about Tachibana. I probably mention him in the future again because that's how much I love him. But like, not now. I need everything in this conversation needs to be purged. No, everyone forget, please. I'm so sorry, Code, that I'm not paying attention to you right now. Okay, it's been a long day. We've done a lot of things, like really a lot. It has to end sometime. Oh, my sister! She hasn't streamed in months. Oh my god, I think she streamed like 2020, so definitely 2025, because I think she streamed once in 2025. No, what? I will eventually stream with her. Right now, she's just getting her situation situated since recently, because she's like working a lot right now, because she needs money for her Japan trip for her study abroad. That's why. But like when she's ready, I'll send it on Twitter. It's like, oh, me and blah 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 are collabing, and then you will probably know, simply because I don't usually collab with people. But yeah, I'll probably tell in the beginning of the stream that, oh my god, this is my imoto. But yeah. Let's see, does it really have to end? Since when are you okay with things ending? I know you're right. Does it really have to end, bro? Yeah, I don't think there's anything either of us can do about that one. But we can stay if you want to. Cole smiled brightly at you, as warm as the new rays of sun that were tickling your skin. In that moment, you couldn't have appreciated him being there more. You situate yourself to be comfortable, you lean into Cove, you kissed him. I'm gonna freaking kiss him. So you are like the cheater girl and your sister is the good version. Oh no, my sister plays like a very different types of games than me, like FPS and stuff like that. Chillos are Minecraft, you know, like basic VTuber games. Yeah, I'm just more what's it called, date heavy. Is she the good version? I don't know. I don't know. I thought I was doing good, but maybe it's because I talk about my harem too much. I get kiss Cove. You moved your face forward and gave Cove a small kiss. He tilted his head against yours. Good night, Cove. Good morning, Cove. You're my favorite neighbor. You're just my favorite neighbor. I just love you so much, and you didn't say anything. Good morning, Cove. The light is out. It's morning. Good morning, bro. He gave you a bent smile and went for the opposite sentiment.
Good night.
Good night, Amy. The two of you remained together on that familiar poppy hill, where you first met until the world began to fade and blur. You were falling asleep. A few more gentle words drifted into your consciousness.
See you tomorrow.
Aww. Your eyes dipped, but you felt good. You were safe and relaxed. Everything that had come before this had reassured you of that. You were confident that when you opened them again, things would be okay. Aww. You opened your eyes, and saw the walls of your room, you were surrounded by open sky. When are we ending this? I thought that was gonna be the end right there. It was not soft pillows and sheets underneath you, but the bed of earth and grass that you'd taken last night. The day welcomed you with shining sun, a refreshing breeze, and the chirping sound of birds. You cut your face with your hands as you sat up, feeling the imprint of the blades of grass leaving lines into your cheek.
Amy.
Yeah? Hearing your name, you lowered your hands and looked around. There he was, your most influential neighbor, Cove Holden. Aww, look at all the petals going around you. He had made himself very comfortable, laying on his stomach with jewelry and shoes taken off and a flower in his hand. Good morning. It's not really morning anymore. Cove laughed, tickled with the overall situation and simply being able to spend time like this. Told you I'd see you tomorrow. It's the exact same day, bro. We were up until dawn. It doesn't make it a new day now just because we went to sleep later than normal. Then we disagree, because to me, it's not really the next day until I've been to bed and woken up. Does this look like a bed to you? But fine, I'll just have to make sure I see you tomorrow again. Probably the day after that too. That way, there's no argument. Cove turned his head up to the sky, his expression content. Looks like it's gonna be a new day. We'll have to come up with something to do to make the most of it. He trailed off, blinking slowly into the sunlight. Someday, when we're even older than we are now, I wonder what we'll end up remembering this moment for. The moment that we slept through the day. What will we feel when we look back at it? Will it be the same as what we're feeling right now?
It's nice.
I can't see what the future is gonna look like again, but I think that's alright. You're way too sentimental. Pretty sure I'm gonna have forgot. There's no way I could forget this moment. I think it'll mark a new start for me, or I don't know, but I'm looking forward to find out. Yeah. Cove turned back to you, nodding in full agreement. He eyed the hills sprawling out before you and down below, where the wild hill and nature gave way to civilization. Your home and Cove's laid down at the bottom, neatly filed among the other houses in the neighborhood. Cove said nothing, but fixed you with a deliberate and meaningful look. As much as I like it here, it's okay if we leave now. We can always come back to see the poppies and the fireflies again, right? Cove met your eyes, waiting for what you were going to say in response. No. Right? I'd love that. It's gonna be another day. Nice day. You're amazing. Yeah, we better do that. You're not getting out of it. We'll always be together in one way or another. I might be able to match that. You're not getting out of it. You're hanging out with me, bro. Oh yeah, this is a really good CG of Cove. This just embodies Cove, like everything. We have the ocean, the poppies. If this was at night, we'd probably even have the fireflies. Cove blinked slowly, his eyes still locked on you, but you didn't need to see his face to know that he adored you. If there had been any room for doubt, the tender way he spoke would have filled it up. You're really irreplaceable, huh? Feet! Feet, man! Sorry, Chris. Sorry. Cove beamed at you. His expression was so unlike... yeah, mine. Cove's mine. He's a part of my harem. His expression was so unlike the one he'd worn when you first found him here, swaddled in sadness and uncertainty. Yet you couldn't help but glimpse that boy once more underneath his bright expression and matured features.
Come on.
Come on. He offered you a hand, you accepted it, your palm fitting around his. Cove lifted himself up, pulling you along too. Like, this feels like we're ending things right now. Like, this feels like we're gonna end the game right now. But, like, there's another part after this. Our parents probably aren't gonna come running for us this time. We've got to make our own call, and I say that we can't hide away forever. Poppy Hill is just one part of things. There's more out there for us than this time, and this place alone. Let's enjoy it. You couldn't say whether you were the one that broke into a run, if Cove had been the one to start it, or if your feet had simultaneously made that choice for you both. The end result was the same, but the two of you dashing down the hill like children, but with nostalgic rivalry that could only come as an adult. As a wind whipped past you, you knew that family and friends were waiting at the end of your sprint. There were more memories to make after all. Life takes another step forward. Wait, what? The credits? What do you mean the credits? I thought there's another part after this. Oh my gosh. There should be another part after this. It's maybe? Cause like, we're on part 3. There's supposed to be a part 4. Maybe they added part 4 as like an extra thingy. No, it's a free thing. It's a free thing. Oh, look, they say Ames right here because the last names are our last name. See, Lizzie Ames, Elizabeth Ames, all these credits. Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, like, there is DLC. I'm just lazy to buy things. Ugh. I mean, I know there's a wedding DLC. We're definitely buying that, but like... Yeah. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Okay. I can't wait to finally eat. Hey, this person named Fireball Ami, just like Amy. And look at everyone that backed the Kickstarter. You know, after I do the DLCs, I'm probably gonna move on to another R. They have another R Life game in the works, actually. Hello, Wombologist. Welcome in. We are. I'm pretty sure we're at the end because this is the credits. Like, you kind of missed everything. But yeah, we got a good ending with Cove. I mean, how could you F that up? You just have to be nice to him. So, yeah. Nah, it's okay, it's okay. Well, if someone comes after Wombologist, they become the last one too. Look at all these names that were supporting the Kickstarter. Is that a link? Well, they was like, I'm gonna use this KickFun supporter place to insert my SoundCloud. So yeah, basically if you help fund the Kickstarter, you would have your name like said. So basically, I'm happy there was like a normal person named Amy, so like I could have voice clips of Cove calling me Amy. But yeah. Yeah, Date Baxter. Oh my gosh, how much is DLC? Let me go check the DLC. How much is DLC? Because I know it's cheap. What's it called? Our Life, Beginning and Always. Ah! $2.99, $4.99. Okay. So it's $2.99 for the wedding, $4.99 for Baxter's story, $4.99 for Derek's story. And is that one of the names that was happening there? Oh my gosh. Hey, everyone could love, you know, what's it called? Our Life. And then step 3 and step 2 has $3.99 each for the expansion of the moments, because you know there's extra moments. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. My wallet. Okay, let's see. Oh, what's this? In between. Oh, wait, there's more? Okay, guys, I guess we're not done. Oh my gosh, but I want to end things here. I'm tired. Can I save here? Oh my gosh. Okay, good. I'm gonna save here. Okay, I guess we're not done. There's still more. I was right. There is step 4. Hey, that's me. But yeah, I guess there's a little more. So, yeah. Okay, thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, Cove. Our boy Cove. Oh my gosh. I absolutely loved him. But I also feel bad that we just talked about like a lot of like everyone, a bunch of other characters and like people while Cove was like doing his heartfelt confession. Oh wait. Oh yeah, Tony. I remember you told me this. You have a thing tomorrow because you have a meeting. Good luck on your meeting, bro. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming. Thank you. I'm having a stream tomorrow. We're playing a date with death. I hope my internet doesn't get wacky because it always gets wacky for some reason with a date with death. But yeah. That would be it for today. Oh, you better get those slides running then. Go do that work, bro. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming, everyone, and may you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Tony, get your butt to work, please. Go do that. You know, unless you're gonna pull an all-nighter like me, you better do your work. Bye.